Nerdrotic.com.
Cause I'm probably late. Friday night times. Radical lights and highly organized. It's Friday night times. Friday night times. Time has come, they're finally here. Oh, Friday night times. We're not affiliated, just so we're clear.
She's gone. We knew it all along.
My clap was like I was masturbating. It just got faster and faster, and then I was like tired. So I'm happy she's gone. I guess not really. Who gives a fuck? It's nothing going to change.
There's nothing to celebrate, right?
No.
If Kathleen Kennedy had been fired in, say, 2020 or 2021 or something, and they said it was an acknowledgement that, hey, we've gone down the wrong path, blah, 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 all of that stuff, that would be one thing. And of course, there was people that thought it was going to happen. It never was going to happen. She was always going to leave when she was good and ready. And now after 14 years, this old bitch has said, hey, I'm finally ready to step away, keep producing some Star Wars movies, but no longer the day-to-day president stuff.
She will
pick her successors.
She wasn't even fired.
And be praised. And
step down.
She will be more involved post her career than George Lucas was post his.
Oh yeah. Well, especially with the next two movies.
And that's all you need to know right there.
And we will get into it.
It's all you need to know.
First, let's say hi to Yellow Flash. What's up? Whoa. It's a good day to come on.
Thanks for making me watch that awful show.
Oh, you're so welcome. Other people's misery brings me joy.
You have made us watch some crap in the past, Gary. This is up there. This is among the very best.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
That first episode, it's like, when the fuck is this going to end?
It was really,
the
really
second
long.
go was.
Yeah.
We'll get to that too. We will. But I just want to acknowledge the chat who said that Spock would be on time, and you're right. So, and they were calling for Spock to take over my hosting duties for FNT.
That was funny as hell. That was funny as hell.
That was a last minute idea.
Yeah, that's typically how all of our ideas go around here.
Oh yeah, like none of this shit is planned. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Kathleen Kennedy, which is funny because that's now off the list of. I always take my equipment with me when I travel, Jeremy. As you know, anywhere I go, I'm ready to make a video. And the excuse I always use with the wife was, well, I mean, what if something crazy happens, like Kathleen Kennedy gets fired or leaves? I can't use that anymore.
Yeah,
I can't use that anymore.
You're always monitoring the situation, as the internet memes. We are monitors of the situation at all times.
It is part of the gig.
Look, the next big thing, big breaking news in terms of Star Wars leadership, we're waiting for the announcement that Dave Filoni has AIDS. You know, like that's coming any day now. Trust me. As soon as you start seeing that fat, lose a little bit of weight, that announcement's coming.
I don't know if you want him to have AIDS, considering Magic Johnson will outlive all of us.
Yeah. Very livable.
Is he gay?
Have you heard him speak?
I would believe it. For sure. Yeah.
That dude's taking more dicks than Chrissy during her college days.
Hey.
Wow. I didn't hear a denial.
Myself.
He's all, hey, how'd you know?
Oh, good.
Chrissy's just mad. She's like, no, I've definitely had more cocks than magic.
Maybe he'll at least get monkeypox.
Yeah. Oh yes,
I love the way that one finished so fucking quickly when they did their research.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Dang it!
What ended faster, monkeypox or stop the Asian hate? It's pretty close.
Asian hate.
Yeah, monkey.
Poor Asian.
Yeah.
Well,
But a couple of dogs got it.
Asian hate is you could convince a lot of people when it comes to like, Japanese and stuff like that. But Indians are also Asians, so we got a long way to go before we're stopping that hate train,
It's complex. It's a complex issue.
They make East Asians.
Kathleen Kennedy has left the building. Starfleet Academy has dropped. And George R. R. Martin has said a lot in an article. Too much. I'm thankful that he said so much, but don't want to bury the lead here. A Song of Ice and Fire is over. It is done. Kaput and finished. So we'll get to that. But hey, we have to start with the big news, guys. So let's roll out that clip.
Well, I was gonna say we have a little business.
Nah,
Okay.
we'll
No. Okay. All right, here we go.
Has she gone or is she here? Kathleen Kennedy's employment status is queer.
That
man, I love it every time.
Wow.
Gonna miss that. Gonna miss it.
Yes. So
yeah. Blast from the past.
Next, Ms. Rachel.
Well, if you think about it, she's not really going anywhere.
She's
Her
influence
influence will linger.
no one's
in
ever
those
really
halls.
gone.
No one's ever really gone.
Obama.
We
have 3 showers in her office.
We speculated on this for years that the only way that this would actually be justifiable is if they fired her and publicly shamed her like they did Gina Carano, even though Gina didn't deserve any of that. But if they would have given her that same treatment, Kathleen Kennedy justified. But we always speculated that when she does leave, she will leave, have like a hero's, party and celebrate her and her accomplishments. And that's exactly what it is. And she still has massive influence over Lucasfilm. Nothing changes. It will continue to be what it always has been.
I want to know what bullcrap they're going to spin about, her when she leaves. Like, what achievements specifically are they going to mention about her?
Yeah.
They're already doing it on social media now.
The sequel trilogy got $4 billion.
I was just going to bring this up. Gina looks so good right now.
Speaking of Gina Carano,
Nah.
this is her post today. Wonder what that's about. She's
just a wry little smile.
Yeah.
Just a slight turning up at the corner of the lips there. That's fine. I don't know. Maybe she's thinking about something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I don't know.
Better storytelling than the sequel trilogy.
Yep.
Certainly more emotion.
Yeah. Ryan, what were you going to say when I was done? You were about to say something.
Me?
Yeah, you were about to talk.
Is there another Ryan here?
I don't fucking know. This is a woman who's like fucking 76 years old or some shit. Obviously, at some point she was going to not be there anymore and step down.
Die.
After almost 14 years of running this ship into the ground, but she handpicked her successors. Right, these successors have been handpicked for a year at least now. Right, at least they've been handpicked. It's the people, and nothing's going to change because guess what? For the past 5 or 6 years, Dave Filoni has been in charge of the creative branch of Lucasfilm. He's overseen all the fucking projects from Kenobi to The Acolyte to obviously the things he's working directly on. He's provided input on all those things. We've seen that. It's really the only thing that he didn't have anything to do with was Andor, at least according to him, apparently. But he's been doing the creative stuff. Lin-Win Brennan has been managing the business side of things. The only thing that changes is their fucking titles and that Kathleen Kennedy's not there anymore. The people that work at Lucasfilm are also part of the problem. People want to pretend like Kathleen Kennedy, well, if she goes, then everything will be fine. And really, she's the one that's just forcing them to do all these things. No, she's not. Right? These people are all in lockstep with her. They are allies, not enemies. They always have been allies. They've been ideological allies, and they've been allies in what they're building in fucking Star Wars. And nothing changes. The status quo remains. The Hollywood Reporter's article was Star Wars shakeup, maybe in terms of titles, But in terms of nothing else, if Kathleen Kennedy had been fired and they brought somebody in from outside fucking Lucasfilm to take this place over and strip it down and fucking fix it, that would be a Star Wars shakeup. This is the Star Wars status quo remains the same.
I think you're in denial because I believe George Lucas has orchestrated all of this. He's been pulling
He's buying it
strings.
back.
Yeah, he's he's biding his time. He's going to
Hostile takeover of Disney.
Selling off his assets to get the show back.
Well, like,
Gina Carano, Donald Trump, and George
that shit.
Lucas orchestrated all of this.
Secretly buying shares in the background over the last year.
Release the Lucas cut. Let's go.
while publicly supporting Bob Iger. Right? Like,
Guys,
oh my God.
A little later in the show, screw it. I'm going to tell the Kevin Feige story.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I've told you guys already, but I'll tell you the Kevin because you know, I think there were some rumors out there that he might take over because he is a bigger Star Wars fan than he's a Marvel fan throughout his life. And that would have been at least something different. It would have been good, okay, but it would have been something different to what you said, Ryan. Is a shakeup is bringing somebody from the outside. Like when Iger steps down to shake up Disney, you would have to bring somebody from the outside, which they won't do. Which means nothing will change. And nothing is, these are her accomplices that are taking over, that murdered Star Wars. Nothing short of that. And it could get worse. It could actually get worse. Believe it or not, because things can always get worse in Hollywood. We could bring up the article. It's a fluff piece. It's a giant, like, fucking circle jerk of Kathleen Kennedy for long. It's a long read too, Ryan. It's like half an hour.
Does she take shots at the fans again? That's what
she does. There's a couple spots I can point to. It's a long overarching article that is from things that are currently in the works with Star Wars to her entire career history and what it was like working on ET or some shit.
Wow.
She has resentment towards Star Wars fans. You can tell that she just generally does not like the old fans at all.
Small vocal minority.
No, because she thought she was going to redo it, and she's going to bring a whole new Star Wars audience in, and she didn't need the old.
I'm going to share
crop.
it. Extra girl.
She did fuck all, and she didn't. And she got revolted against.
Yeah,
But this is the way their entire ideology has always worked. It's always this would all be successful if you would disappear, and there's always blame the next group.
Those pesky kids.
We have to get it to Gary reading.
I've looked at the ton of the responses online, and outside of the shills and all of that, it's tough to find some legitimate praise for her. It's really tough. Like, I was looking at the discussing film replies, even though they have me blocked. About to call them a certain word, but in the replies, it was everybody, posting like the image, like everybody reading Hitler's dead and all this stuff. But there was one guy who was like, really appreciate all the everything she did for Star Wars. She leaves a great legacy behind, and he's getting ratioed. But his comment was a troll comment because he had in his bio, he's a shit poster. And so you saw there was no actual positive comments. I think like they can try to control this narrative all they want, but people understand that she was horrible at this and she ruined Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
No amount of Hollywood spin.
I thought you were going to say it was Star Wars sex-plained.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could see, I'm sure they praised her.
But again, the shills are out there. The paid shills are going to praise her. We know that. But I'm just saying, like, just an average person out there, everyone understands that she fucked this up. That's her legacy.
That absolutely. And life chose it for her. Her actions chose it for her, Jeremy. So I just wanted a quick shout out for Shad here that she's in your camp. AI, yes, I am interested in exploring using those tools in responsible ways.
Oh, no, you're not.
Who needs enemies? You got friends like that, Shad. I do think
some of those AI videos are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The ones on YouTube.
A lot of people are gonna like look back and point to, well, look at her prolific producer history and stuff.
That's what most of this article is,
and that's. You can say that obviously the people that she was working with had a huge role to play, and those start right there. What have been the highs and lows? Yeah. That's the paragraph I'm going to start on. But the interesting part is that's why she was at Lucasfilm. Kathleen Kennedy is not some like creative producer. Like that's not like her main role. Like she's not one of those types of people. She is somebody who gets things done and gets people to work on things. And I think that is one of the more staggering failures of her time at Lucasfilm, beyond just how poorly received a lot of shit was. It's the amount of projects that were announced and then never came to fruition. The amount of things that fucking fell apart under her watch, because that is why she is there. You know,
the amount of directors that were hired, celebrated, announced,
budgets,
and then all of
even
a sudden,
more so budgets.
Like, and didn't this start? Correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. Didn't this start with Josh Trank being hired?
The Boba Fett movie,
yeah, being hired. A lot of hype around that, and then that project. I can't remember what happened with that, but
he got screwed. Chris Gore has the full story.
Okay,
on that.
yeah. So I feel like that was the first creative that got involved with Kathleen Kennedy. And that was kind of the beginning right there to show what the pattern of behavior would be for the next decade plus.
Yeah. The most well-known, of course, being Solo, right? When they decided to refilm the vast majority of the movie and balloon the budget and became one of the biggest flops in, the biggest flop really in Star Wars history, up until, of course, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the first thing she did when she came onto the scene. Just made that big forces female statement. I mean, she set the standard before she even did anything.
Yep. We'll get to Joe Russo, not the director Joe Russo, the guy who leans into having the same name as Joe Russo. If you see a picture of Joe Russo,
he's a
you should not be
producer.
telling people to go get laid. Okay,
He's a producer and a professional shit poster. He's a fucking nothing.
He's not the Joe Russo that anyone cares about, but people get it confused all the time. There's also a Jon Favreau out there who's
political.
We will get to Joe.
Why am I
Russo.
getting shit?
So that whole first part of the article I scrolled through that you guys saw is just like, you are an amazing producer and you did all this great stuff before Star Wars. You got coffee on some of the greatest movies ever made. Okay. But this is where we get to the meat, and there's not much here, but Deadline asks, what have been the highs and lows of running a company built on such a beloved IP? The highs include realizing how many people love Star Wars. You didn't realize that before? Is that something you had to realize when you took over?
Well, I think the answer is yeah. 'Cause she answers that later on in the same paragraph, that you have to expand the galaxy and you have to realize who the new audience is. And her answer came back, her. Because she wasn't interested in Star Wars before. So if they can get her, there's loads of people like her in the universe. And that's all Hollywood's been for decades. It's just the writers writing things for themselves when they were never interested in the IP to begin with.
She is James Gunn. She is whatever interests her. The 72-year-old grandma who should be writing $12 checks to her kids on Christmas is in charge of Star Wars. The majority of people, and certainly the people that I run into and people outside the business, they love Star Wars. Man, really? They love the movies. They might love all the shows. They might love some of the shows.
That is like the Rings of Power super fans when they said the great thing about Rings of Power is it might even make you love the books as well.
But when I came into this, I realized a few things. We had walked into a moment when there hadn't been any movies for 10 years or more. But was still the memory of the greatest series of movies in cinema history. So you're walking into something that has enormous expectations. Yes. Yet at the same time, you know that you've got to find new characters and you have to expand the galaxy. And you need to think about who the new audience is. That's what I felt. She always says this. That's what I feel that I did. I feel like I changed things.
Talk about your feelings, then you can't go wrong, right?
Yeah. And that's what I feel all the people that I've worked with over the last decade did. So she feels like they did a good job.
Oh, that's all that matters.
Well, I think she succeeded. She did change the audience. Well done.
Yeah, right. But that sentence, the highs include bringing in a new audience. I think we did find new characters. We continue to find new characters. That's just wrong. Now, it might be right technically. There may be people that discovered Star Wars over the past decade. However, if you're talking about the trade-off with old fans leaving versus new fans coming in, it's not even fucking close. You know what? It would be one thing, and if all of us up here hated all the Disney Star Wars shit and were pissed because they're like moving in a new direction, but they were like successful and they actually did become massively popular with young people. And this next generation was more invested than ever in Star Wars. Then we'd probably be up here like, well, we think it's shit, but apparently these Zoomers, whoever, they fucking love it. It's not the case. Like, you have this small fraction of freakazoid weirdos, shippers, pronouns in bio queers out there
that are just really loud online.
They're really loud online, and ironically, Kathleen Kennedy's trying to say that about us in the next paragraph.
Oh yeah. So, but again, you know, she goes, I feel like we did well, and I think we did find new characters. I think we did. Sure.
Yeah,
sure about
Ray. That? Ray's a big money maker.
And they had to remind her the lows, because she was trying to avoid it. The lows aren't that you've got a very very small percentage of the fan base that has enormous expectations, and basically they want to continue to see pretty much the same thing.
Isn't that like the lowest rung of expectations for you to just do what you've done before? That feels like you can't really expect much less than just to do the same thing.
Too hard. You like Star Wars, and so we expect Star Wars. Ah, I see.
Shocker. This is such a fucking terrible line. Like, this is unbelievable. Anybody that has ever been successful, and I will apply sports to this, a coach that has a historic career and retires, do you think he's going to go, you know, we won all these championships, but there's this small minority of fans that have expectations that want, like, it doesn't, that doesn't happen.
Just doing another one the next year. What do you mean?
Like, it's fucking,
I believe that.
Fucking fans wanting us to win Super Bowls.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like, look, I know you won last time, but have you considered doing something new, like missing more?
You know what made us successful? That I guess they want to keep doing that.
But we need to do something different.
She's trying to say very, very small percentage of it. No, that's like the entire fan base right there. But
didn't she just say in the line before, it's the greatest film series in history? Didn't she just fucking say that? That brings expectations, you dumb bitch. You are aware that it's the greatest film series in history. You're aware of that level of expectation. Now you're dismissing the fucking standard that George Lucas created that you admitted to. You dumb cunt.
But it's like, this is the most important. This is the biggest, franchise, whatever, history. The first thing we've got to do is kill all your fucking favorites off.
Well, because it's different, it's different. You know, we want to be shocking, like Game of Thrones.
Well, it helps when the main character in a fucking mid brunette going fucking nowhere for 3 films, you know.
Or making the black guy janitor too.
You could make it work by killing off your big characters if you had a big character there, a new big character that was really connecting with audiences. That you can maybe play a little bit risky with stuff like that. You can't fucking play it risky with a fucking mid flat chested. No, I don't know. She's got quite a great ass. Brunette who's just walking around going, "Oh, I'm great at everything. Oh, I fixed this. Oh, I beat him. Oh, I did that," and no growth whatsoever. And everyone's dropping like fucking flies. So yeah, Luke, you're next. Carrie,
by the way,
that's drugs, but okay, you're going anyway.
I blame him for Carrie's death too.
Obviously, emotions are high. I just want to apologize. I did not mean to compare Kathleen Kennedy to dumb cunts. Sorry to the dumb cunts out there.
We apologize.
That was too far for me.
We're so sorry.
I really, to all the dumb cunts, all of them, I'm sorry.
At least they provide a service.
Thank you.
At least they provide.
Thank you. Shouldn't have said that.
And if you're not going to do that, which is she didn't want to do the same thing, then
ironically, Force Awakens is literally the same movie.
I know, dude. Yeah. I know. And if you're not going to do that, then you're going to disappoint them. I'm not sure there's anything you can do about that because you can't please everybody.
But there is something you can do about that. You can give the audience what they want. Because to know that they're not going to like it means that you know what they do like, and you're deliberately not doing it. So.
You literally have all the power to give them what they like. And as Disparu said, the lowest effort would have been trying to do the same thing with the legacy characters, and they just, did a soft reboot of the movie, where they had to like recreate terms of reboots and sequels and requels and midquels now, and it's a disaster.
The bottom line is she hates Star Wars fans. She hates what they represent. She hated them. She was never going to try and pander to Star Wars fans. It's not just her. It's Disney's messaging. It's all of that. Bob Iger didn't like George Lucas. Bob Iger didn't like it. Like, they had no interest in carrying on George Lucas's legacy. No, in any capacity.
They tossed his treatments. First chance they got. Tossed.
You don't have to like George, but you can like fucking Prophet.
Yes.
You would, not when it's toxic profit from racist and bigots. You can't do that, apparently.
Well, dude, I would don't need that money. Hitler's fucking coin if he was coming into my suit.
I mean, I would too. I'm just saying.
They write what they know.
Friends with Ryan. What do you expect? Come on.
They write what they know, and so in Hollywood they get promoted to get the jobs by stabbing other people in the back, and then they hate the fans, and so they don't realize that the way to actually make a new character would be to do all the good things with the characters that people like, and then the characters that are with them engaging in those adventures, the audience will grow to like as well. They always think you have to drag someone else down, sacrifice somebody else, lower them in order to uplift this other person, which is why they always have to destroy the originals, and it just works against them.
Well, she's delusional, and I don't think she knows what's going on in her company half the time, creatively, and I don't think she cares. She's a facilitator. That's all she did as a producer, and she was the worst executive in Hollywood history, without a doubt. A woman. And they wanted to make sure to tell us all that she was a female executive, Jeremy. This is a powerful female executive who destroyed something a man created. But
they replaced her with a woman and the most feminine person at Lucasfilm, Dave Filoni.
Yes. All you can do is try to tell good stories and try to stick to the essence of what George created.
It would help if they knew what a good story was.
Their view of the essence is give something a lightsaber and it's Star Wars.
Yeah, pretty much.
While being a lesbian.
Yeah.
He
at least made the space lesbians hot. I mean, that would have helped smooth things over a little bit.
I got several videos I could show her of hot lesbians that would have gotten a lot of people into the theaters.
There are some short independent fan films out there of Star Wars that do exactly that, so Odin knows them, right?
I heard Odin's a big fan.
All of my favorite independent filmmakers
for the plot.
have female-led films. They're all female-led.
He embedded incredible values into Star Wars and what it has to say. The whole idea of hope and fun and entertainment and what he's done over all these years. And that's exactly what you didn't do. You didn't offer hope. None of this shit was fun nor entertaining at all. That's what I tried to preserve. Oh, God.
The next line is the kicker. Yeah.
I tried.
Yes. And I wouldn't do that any differently. And I wouldn't change anything that we've done over the years.
No, why admit that you screwed anything up?
Yeah, I understand why some people may like certain things more than others, but that's not going to change why I decided to do certain things and why I decided to work with the people that we worked with.
Such a noble sacrifice, I people might hate me, but I did the right thing anyway, and I'm such a noble, virtuous person because she made Star Wars gay. Well done.
And this is also the answer to what are the lows. The lows are a tiny, tiny microscopic portion of the fan base doesn't like it.
Yep.
That's what she's trying to say. That a tiny, insignificant fraction of the fan base doesn't like it. Those are the lows of her job. It's kind of wild. And obviously we all know that's not the case. If there is a tiny microscopic but very loud portion of the fan base, it's obviously the weirdos with pronouns in their bios. It's those people. It's the Acolyte fans. It's the people that were screaming when the Acolyte got canceled.
It's same people watching Starfleet Academy too.
Yeah. Yes. Other than us. Fuck.
Yeah. She talks about how different Jon Favreau and Tony Gilroy are. Okay, very observant. That's what I think I do well, and that's what I like to do and want to continue to do, and hopefully that took Star Wars into the next step. We'll see in the long run, but it feels like it did. I feel like we expanded the universe. We brought new audiences in.
No, you fucking did not. No, you did not.
Wow.
You've been a streaming service for 7 fucking years.
Again, I don't remember when it was. It was around The Last Jedi, where Bob Iger said we're going to have a Star Wars movie every single year for the foreseeable future.
It was when they announced it. It was when they announced the plan. They announced their timeline. 2015 was going to be Force Awakens. 2016 was going to be Rogue One. 2017 was going to be Last Jedi. 2018 was going to be fucking Solo. 2019 was Rise of Skywalker. And they intended to do that, like one on, one off. Like every year, there'd be one that would be like part of a bigger thing, and then a stand.
Yeah, like at the time they called them anthologies, and then they moved away from that term. And it just all fell apart after the sequel trilogy. That and Solo. You know, once they got the results of that, they just completely abandoned that massive plan that they had put in place, and they never answered for that. They never came back out and said, "Hey, you know what? The plan that we announced." They've never publicly, to my knowledge, they have never publicly addressed Rian Johnson's trilogy, something that they put on their own website that they publicly announced that he's consistently said was still happening. They've never addressed that it's just not happening anymore.
She kind of does.
If they did address that, there would
Does
be
she in here?
failure at that point.
Yeah.
Well, the same with Patty Jenkins' Rogue One movie as well. Rogue Squadron, because that was on, and then they did a big promo for it and everything. And Patty was talking about her father being a pilot and all that kind of stuff. Then it got shelved after, I think, due to Wonder Woman 84.
It did a
then
whole
it kind of
video.
then we got told that it's alive. And it looks like it's going to be happening, you know, going into like production soon. And then nothing again, like nothing for like 2-3 years again.
She mentions early on, guys, that she talked to people like David Fincher and Vince Gilligan and Alex Garland, but did nothing with them and decided to go with Charmin Obaid-Chinoy.
I talked to those guys one time, though.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way Vince Gilligan would have worked for her.
No.
There's no fucking way.
No way.
There's no fucking way.
This is one of the interesting things about her stepping down, though, and Dave Filoni and Lin-Wyn Brennan taking the place. Everyone in the fucking industry will talk to Kathleen Kennedy, right? Like these conversations that she has with people, they happen because she's been in the fucking industry forever and she fucking knows everybody. And that was kind of her role, right?
Yes.
It's why they even get the connections to a lot of these people.
And because of her husband. Let's not forget that part.
Exactly. Obviously, Marshall's a huge part of that. But like her being married to him is part of that.
Yeah.
So now that she's not there, and I think it's one of the reasons she stayed there so long, and they wanted her to stay there for so long. Now, what does that look like going forward? I don't fucking know.
She does mention, while not mentioning, sorry, Disparu, Willow at all in this article.
I was more scared that she said Tyka's turned in a script that she thinks is hilarious, which is probably the greatest condemnation of comedy you could have.
She talks about Donald Glover has turned in a script, and as you have read, Steven Soderbergh and Adam Driver turned in a script written by Scott Burns. It was great. Anything's possible if somebody's willing to take the risk.
She is with somebody else's money.
He's just name dropping.
Yes.
They cleared it, right? Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy cleared it, according to the articles that came out. But when they sent it up to Disney, Iger and Bergman said, "No, we're not doing this."
They tried to, and then people felt like they had to apologize to Kathleen Kennedy for some reason. That's crazy. I remember when I came into this job, the first thing Bob Iger said to me was, "Be bold." So I'm gonna recap. So I'm just gonna cast British women and everything.
Be bold and be bold like I am, and just buy properties.
Or get them to read scripts for her.
Yeah, you want to talk about being bold? That was Michael Eisner, where he fundamentally changed the company when it was about to go under. Bob Iger has done the exact opposite of being bold.
Yes.
Literally the exact
safest
opposite.
Thing possible.
Yes. Good Lord.
Bland.
I've always liked that.
Bob Iger said, "Be bold." Bob Chapek said, "Be bald."
Yes.
Be bland and boring.
And also said, "Don't kill me. I will apologize." And right off into the sunset. I've always liked that because I think you have to be bold and you have to be willing to take risks with people and with ideas.
Okay. Sure.
It was a decision.
Companies have Wall Street to please. It's like, yeah, but if you please the customer, you'll please Wall Street because the customers will give you money.
I mean, but if you really think about it, she didn't even be bold at all. She just followed what the socially acceptable thing was that everyone was pointing towards you have to do. It was just to follow the clapping seals, do the whole virtue signaling bullcrap, and don't push against the trend of the woke, mind virus at all, and destroyed everything in the process.
You have to, like, she does think that's bold, though. She thinks she's standing up against some great oppressor.
She's on the right side.
She's just pushing against an open door.
To everyone's claps and approval.
Yeah.
It's like if she actually would have been bold, she would have kept Star Wars the way it was.
I love it when somebody who works for a multinational, multi-billion-dollar company that works with the concentration camps in China talks about fighting the oppressor.
Yeah.
Great. Good
It's
stuff.
always easy to do that from the safety of America, right? But it's like try saying that over there and see what happens to you. Oh, that's right, you won't.
They talk about Rian Johnson.
There we go.
Once he made the Netflix deal and went off to start doing Knives Out films, that has occupied a huge amount of his time. That's the other thing that happens here.
What a bunch of bullshit. You motherfuckers announced his trilogy in 2017. When did he sign with Netflix? This is a fucking lie, and this is bullshit. I don't know.
She's about to put out the reason we all know.
Fucking dumb
Two
bitch.
sentences later.
All right, go ahead.
After Sean started, she's talking about like the time it takes. Basically, you have to, drop whatever you're doing and spend 3 or 4 years doing something. That's why she brings up Sean Levy when Stranger Things took off. He really couldn't do anything. But then she goes, that's what happened with Ryan. He had to drop everything. And then I do believe he got spooked by the online negativity.
Why would you get spooked by it, though? I mean, there's so few people. It's just a small, tiny part of it.
You're not a horse.
I want to hear Rian Johnson's response to this.
Not making
scared. I would love to.
The online negativity that he was spurring on with his gaslighting by, tweeting images of middle fingers.
Yeah, he
and calling people man babies.
Yeah, he was playing.
That Rian Johnson.
That crap.
So he was out there actively gaslighting fans, and then he got spooked. And why do you got to say spooked, by the way? Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't say that word.
You're not MI5.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy watches FNT if she's talking like that. So.
Good girl. Bring her on.
She's a big Ryan fan, of course. Yes.
What she's doing next week, Gary.
We'll see if we can get her on. Maybe episode 400. It's coming
if
up.
If not, just get Tatiana Maslany.
I think Rian made one of the best Star Wars movies. He's brilliant.
Don't worry, in 20 years, it'll be looked at like the next Cabin Boy.
We're almost there.
It'll get a cult audience.
She said it again. She said it again. Holy shit.
Yes, he's brilliant. He's a brilliant filmmaker. Here, hang on. He's a brilliant filmmaker, and he got spooked.
You said spooked twice. Spooked. She's calling you a bitch, Ryan.
Yes.
It'd be great if she went, Ryan was crying. He was crying.
He's scared of pixels.
Yeah. He made us a great movie, but he was a bitch.
I didn't want to.
Couldn't get him on the phone, just his answering machine. He didn't want to pick it up. Just
ghosting us, yeah.
Getting like scared voicemails. It's like someone's tweeted about me.
It's like a guy like ghosts a girl, and they're like, "Oh, he's just scared of how great you are."
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
Oh, I love this line right here. Let's
This
go.
is the rough part. When people come into this space, I have every filmmaker and actors say to me, "What's going to happen?" They're a little scared.
Yeah. As you wait a minute. It's only a few people online, though. I'm not understanding this.
It's just a small group.
Small group of insignificant people. Not understanding this.
Star Wars is such a dumpster fire that everyone they approach is like, is it going to be good or is it going to ruin my career?
Do you want a good Star Wars project? One of those shit ones you do.
It's the fans' fault.
Yeah.
Should I be concerned? Like
Yeah.
that's a great question for one of your actors to ask you.
And then this next paragraph, she doubles down on that shit and plays more. Oh,
Look
poor
at these
women.
questions. You've
Here.
developed a
You know,
thicker
it's a small,
skin,
small
huh?
group of people. It's so tough for people to come into this space.
Those trolls really didn't bother you, did they? Basically what that is.
God.
I'm honest, especially with the women that come into this space because they unfairly get targeted.
They don't release
Jeez.
little production videos where they call everybody racist or anything, you know? Whole rap songs about discourse and then copyright claim people that want to have discourse about it.
She just said that like, you know, it was so tough for Ryan Johnson that he got spooked and ran away like a bitch, right?
But the women.
But it's so unfair for the women. It's like no, if you're gonna make something dog crap, the fans are just gonna dump on it. And it's and honestly, I think Ryan Johnson has gotten more crap deservedly than you know, Reva or whoever played that character or something like that. It's
Even
just-
Mark Hamill.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's deserved it.
Exactly.
Mark
That's the thing.
Hamill
Like he's got more hate than anyone because of his
annihilated
politics.
him. Hamill annihilated him leading up to the release of that film. He absolutely fucking destroyed him. And every interview he did, he was shitting all over Rian Johnson to the point where I think we were all giggling about it. And then, you know, in respective circles, I mean. And then he got the knock, didn't he? He clearly got the call to say, Mark, you're under contract. You know, we're paying you a lot of money. Stop shitting all over fucking Ryan. And then suddenly he just changed his tune. He was all pro Ryan and pro this and pro that. It's just like, nah, mate.
Start speaking the right words, boy.
Yeah. Don't mind finding those jeans, boy.
I just can't stand this false victim narrative that the woke, you know, crowd always pushes. Like it's the women that's always get unfairly targeted. Let's ignore the crap that men deal with. It's always, you know,
it's the exact same crap that men get, but they're just expected to take it.
I talk about this all the time. The internet doesn't give a fuck who you are. They're gonna roast you. It doesn't matter. It does not matter who you are. This is how it works. Now, if you want to paint a fake victim narrative around it, go for it. But we see through that bullshit too. Everybody gets shit online. That's how it is.
And that's how it's
just because you make
been.
Because you make a weak character and people are critical of that weak character does not mean that they are attacking the person who's playing that character. They're being critical of the terribly written character, and that's the reason why it's like it makes it even worse that she's saying this nonsense.
But they think vagina is a character.
Yes.
That's half the problem.
And it also just so happens to be that women and minorities get way more defensive and pretend to be victims way faster than most white men do. So that's why we see so many freakouts over this.
Why?
Reva, like Moses
they
Ingram,
realize they're getting fucking token hired.
Moses Ingram was maybe like the character of Reva might have been like the 6th or 7th biggest, like most important backlash for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. There was so much in there that was more about Obi-Wan's character and about Darth Vader and Anakin's character and like a multitude of things before the importance of like the backlash towards Reva. Yet that was the thing they put to the top of the pile because it's the easiest thing to attack fans with. Oh, fans are being racist because 2 people called Moses Ingram the soft N-word in her DMs. Oh my gosh. Oh, what are we gonna fucking do? What's the world coming to?
And if you believe that Ewan McGregor made that video out of the goodness of his heart, that was 100% studio calling him up.
He wasn't looking at the script to his left at all.
Jeremy, he pulled over on his way to his mistress's house and made an authentic video. Okay.
I could believe that, like, this is what I think. I think they called him, hey, have you seen what's going on? Could you say something to support? And he's like, well, of course I would. I'm sure he jumped at the idea of doing it. You know what I mean? Not like, I don't think anybody held a gun to Ewan McGregor's head, but certainly he was made aware. Yeah. As he said, he was made aware.
Well, and this was coordinated. They were setting her up for this and they were ready for this. And this does happen. Okay. This is something that does get directed by marketing departments, particularly at Lucasfilm and at Amazon. While Jennifer Salke was around, they were completely prepared and, well, we'll say pre-prepared for all of this. And that's why they take these shots at the fans before something comes out because they know the backlash they're going to get. They absolutely know.
It is very like Jennifer Salke, because after Rings of Power season 1, when everyone's like, this has failed, she says, well, we're not discussing that internally. And it's like, yeah, you just hide it, you ignore it. And
I know that for a fact. The people who are doing Rings of Power and what was the other one? The Wheel of Time. They were absolutely like, we're fucking cooked. We're done. This is fucked.
Oh, yeah.
She has incredible powers of ignoring what's right in front of her there.
And that's why she's gone. And she got fired. So at least they did that. I'm going to reread this. I'm honest, especially with the women that come into this space because they're unfairly targeted. I don't try to sugarcoat it. And I emphasize that it's a very small group of people with loud megaphones. I truly do not believe it's the majority of fans. She doesn't believe it, guys.
Where did they go then? They're not watching.
Gary, I have a
The
question.
megaphones? That's
Yeah.
us. He's totally talking about us with that.
Gary, I
one.
have a question. How many subscribers did you have when you started making videos about Disney Star Wars?
30,000.
Damn. It's interesting how you grew to like 1.2 million subscribers by talking about the death of Hollywood and identity politics and shit like this, for just to be a small group of people that don't matter.
Yeah.
So literally
Hell of
every
a small
person,
group of people.
yeah, every single person watching the stream doesn't matter, according to Kathleen Kennedy. Every person that watches any of these videos and is emotionally invested in Star Wars because you grew up on Star Wars and you loved what George Lucas created, your feelings do not matter. You are insignificant. You do not matter. You are irrelevant, according to Kathleen Kennedy, which her vision will continue to carry on throughout Lucasfilm. Just think about that.
Well, in a lot of ways, this kind of mirrors what Jinx Monsoon said. Like a year ago. It's like, for every fan we lose, we'll gain 5 new ones. That was the expectation, and that's obviously not the fucking case.
Well, unfortunately, 41% of them disappeared for some reason.
You lost well over $1 billion worth of value there.
But that's the delusion of living in an echo chamber, is you only see yourself, therefore you think you're so far overrepresented, and then your product goes out into the real world where it's truly represented, and they just can't handle the fucking fallout from it.
Well, yeah, because they go to like Canal Street. It's like everywhere I go, people are like me. Every club I go to, it's just people like me. This must be the world. And they've never realized, but how come there's 97% of the population which don't go to Canal Street?
Yeah.
It would be one thing if, we were talking and these videos were getting big views. You could put in the same perspective as well. Look at these weirdo freaks that get massive views on Twitter, or like whatever. Okay. You can try to say that. The problem is, even if you want to pretend like YouTubers with big channels that are making big videos, even if you don't want to think that that represents a huge portion, you can say that. But the problem is, what's the trend for the general audience? The trend for the general audience for years has been that no one gives a fuck about Star Wars at all. The viewership numbers are awful. The Disney Plus numbers are pathetic. For each new thing they come out with, it gets worse and worse and worse. The audience is gone. The normie audience is gone. So you can try to discard YouTube numbers. You can try to discard stuff on Twitter or social media, but the facts are the facts. And when you look at the viewership that is available, publicly available, they have been decimated. Fans have left Star Wars.
You can see a lot of it in the merchandise too. I mean, just go to any store that still has a toy section. I mean, look at what Star Wars used to take up a lot of that real estate, and it's barely anything anymore. They can't sell it. If you really want Star Wars toys, you got to go to Ollie's. I mean, they'll have the full stock, but anywhere else, like, you just don't see that kind of merchandise anymore. You see Marvel still.
Yeah, no, and it is a small sample size. That's a good point. But like, I collect GI Joes. You can't find GI Joes in stores. When they're in stores, they're gone, except for the female characters and the black characters. They're usually on the shelf. I don't know why that happens, but generally speaking, if Cobra Commander, Snake Eyes, any of the heavy hitters, they're going to be gone. And it's a small sample size. GI Joe's not on the level of Star Wars. It's just not. But guess what? You go into a store, you see Star Wars toys like crazy, just collecting dust.
And Jeremy, G.I. Joe's still a pretty healthy franchise because they just We don't count those movies. They really haven't ruined it, you know. As Ryan said,
stuff's been doing
as
great.
They tried.
phenomenal.
They tried their best when those comics were at IDW. Remember when they had the gay fat Eskimo lady?
Oh yeah, that's
the elite
yeah.
show squad.
They tried to. Too bad nobody was reading IDW comics.
Aubrey Sitterson or Shitterson.
Yeah, the guy who said America should get more 9/11. What he said something about how America deserved 9/11.
Yeah,
and then you put him on the most patriotic book of books. That's all done intentionally.
Yeah.
Oh, like Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah, G.I. Joe definitely had its
You said that
struggles.
too.
They had like a body positive black chicks on the front lines and all that shit during that run. It was awful. But anyway,
I'm not
point being,
that.
the point being is that Star Wars toys are not moving. They are not.
No.
Even the top tier characters are just sitting on the shelf.
Yep.
That is a terrible sign.
That's sad.
Well,
you can't
Hot
sell a
Toys,
Darth Vader toy.
Yeah.
know?
Well, Hot Toys stopped doing any sequel stuff because they just couldn't sell it. And recently, Jazz Inc. that do all these the really cool 1-in-6 bespoke collector stuff, they are no longer going to be doing Star Wars either.
Yeah.
Think about where Star Wars was, though. Like, there was a long period where there was nothing. Like, she talks about that in this interview. Like, what, 10 years between the prequel? How long was it between the original trilogy and the prequel?
It was being kept alive by the expanded universe, and
16 years.
There was still like genuine passion for it. The only time it was
the
like
passion
really
was so strong they could release the Shadows of the Empire, which is a great book, but the game and the toys, they had a whole event without a movie and it flew off the shelves.
Yeah,
they had a decade with no toys, like no movie.
The only time it was truly quiet, Flash, was after Return of the Jedi, and that last action figure line came out in '85, and then it was just kind of nothing. There was a role playing game. I think that was it.
But that passion was still there.
Honestly, when Heir to the Empire came out in '91,
it was 91,
and it was such a massive bestseller, and they saw like so much attention like for that. Obviously, it got a lot more books like starting to get into production, even toys that came out during that time and all that shit. That's one of the things that kept Star Wars alive during that time period.
Yes,
no doubt about it.
And when you look at, obviously, when Force Awakens came out, it did $2 billion. When you look at the video game side of Star Wars, it's just been fucking horrendous. But like Battlefront 2015 and 2017, those games had, especially 2015, massive sales to start out. And then it just did not maintain. There was no campaign mode in Battlefront 2015. And the online multiplayer, people fizzed out. That game sold a fuck ton, though. The point being is that it showed the strength of the brand and how quickly they destroyed all of that. It's unbelievable. It's actually impressive what she's done, to be fair. It's impressive.
You have to try to fail this hard.
It really is impressive.
But as Ryan said, if they hadn't made any Star Wars, it would be better off. If Disney had just kept the license and made fucking toys and did nothing, they'd be better off. I want to reread this. And I emphasize that it's a very small group of people with loud megaphones. I truly do not believe it's the majority of the fans. And I think we're also in this weird world of where bots can affect things.
So is it a small number of people or a massive loads of people where you think they're all fake? Because you can't. Both of those can't be true.
The answer is just yes. It's whatever it needs to be at that time for them.
Yeah, and the reality is there's a lot of people at Lucasfilm that have our names written on fucking notepads by their side who know exactly who we are, and we're on like a no list for them. So
that is a fact, by the way. That is a fact.
To keep like blacklists for people, even for people who work for you, that they're not allowed to follow on social media, things like that. So it's very strange. Just a small group of insignificant people, yet you give warnings out to your fucking employees that you're not allowed to follow people like us.
A certain actor was told specifically not to follow geeks and gamers, and
or to not retweet things like me calling all trans. Never mind.
Is there much else? I wanted to get to the Solo thing real quick before we go. She talks about all the other projects that are open. And then she's asked about regrets. I think it's down here.
Did she say I've had a few? There again. Few to mention.
She said, actually, she says, no. I don't really have any regrets.
I did everything right.
Yes, I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
Maybe
Brad's never been stronger.
Well, maybe a bit of a regret about Solo, a Star Wars story.
Really?
I wonder if they lost money.
Which is worse, the Solo or Dial of Destiny?
Oof.
Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny, because it is, at least for Solo, you don't see Han Solo. You know what I mean? You see people cosplaying as it, whereas it's still Harrison Ford in Dial of Destiny.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
I brought Larry Kasdan in on, and we were so excited about that idea. And then when you're into something and you realize fundamentally, conceptually, you cannot replace Han Solo, at least right now.
So we would if we could.
Oh, and this is like, it's crazy because in reality, one of the biggest mistakes they've made is not making stories with Han, Luke, and Leia in them. And when you have the entire timeline at your disposal, eventually, at some point, you do have to be open to recasting those characters. And I think what she's saying, at least right now, meaning while they're still alive, we can't. Yep. I think that's like what they mean. But ultimately, that's what a lot of fans would have wanted. Stories about Han, Luke, and Leia. Not when they're all separated, never fucking talk to each other, but when they actually interact.
But it's also
right
in
after
your head.
Return of the Jedi. That's what everybody wanted.
Yeah, they wanted them to be victorious, and not face challenges. But you can't make a prequel movie about a character who just walked into a fucking lightsaber and died like a punk. Like that's in the back of your head too. It's like, oh, I'm watching this story of young Han Solo who dies horribly. Great. Just last part here. She talks about Orville Redenbacher and said he was great.
I love that.
I don't have regrets about that. I just think that conceptually we did it too soon concerning Solo. And then real quick on Indiana Jones, she just basically says, well, Harrison wanted to do it. She's just fucking Harrison Ford.
He wanted the money. Sure.
God.
Indy will never be done. She said, it's pretty done. Like, look at, I listed her accomplishments in my video, which were just off the top of my head. And I'm sure there are more, but she is the first woman to produce a Star Wars flop and an Indiana Jones flop. So congratulations.
Wow.
It's impressive.
It is impressive. Her failure will be studied. Not in the legacy media or anything. They're going to ignore it. And like I said in my video, and you guys said earlier, that she will just get awards and accolades. She's going to go out victorious on this and then stick around to produce the next two movies. And she's way more interested in Starfighter than she is in Mandalorian and Grogu, because she talked about it a lot more. But then we'll see what happens to her after that. We'll see.
I wouldn't be like, the Simon Kinberg trilogy did get some talk in that article. That's like one of the big projects they have coming up, the trilogy that's being written by Simon Kinberg. I'd be hard pressed to imagine she doesn't get some sort of producer something on that, considering she's been part of the person that like made this thing happen initially. Do you know what I mean? So who knows?
It's crazy. Like, just to put it in perspective, Bill Belichick won 6 championships as a head coach for the Patriots, and he got treated worse in his post-Patriots career than Kathleen Kennedy will be treated by Disney. This puts it into perspective that Disney and Lucasfilm are in lockstep with her. This is still Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm. Nothing changes. She's involved. Her vision is involved. They're going to call her for pointers. They're going to call her for guidance. They're going to call her when Ryan brought up how she can make a phone call with anybody in Hollywood. So there's going to be a time where, hey, Kathy, we can't really reach so-and-so. Can you maybe pick up the phone, and make this connection for us? Shit like that. It will continue.
Yeah. But even if they don't, like, again, This is who Dave Filoni is. If you think the Force was female with Kathleen Kennedy, you don't know Dave fucking Filoni, right?
It's going to get worse.
It's going to get furry. That's
and get ready for Ahsoka to be placed at the top of the pyramid.
Yep.
No, she's going to be the chosen one.
I know, but they're going to make it. Yeah, she's going to be the chosen one.
Yeah, I mean, the dude who sat in the round table of the architects of the sequel trilogy when they were talking about what they should do going forward, right? Who was it? Kathleen Kennedy, who said we need femininity to subvert masculinity. We need the matriarchy to subvert the patriarchy. No,
she said that?
That was Dave Filoni who said those things.
I was wondering. I was like, I don't remember her saying it. Go ahead.
Right. It was Dave Filoni, the lispy queer Dave Filoni, who sat up and said those things. This is who he is. This is who he's always been. It's who he will continue to be. And it's why he continued to get more power. And it's why Kathleen Kennedy recommended him for the job and helped him get the experience he needed to make Bob Iger and Alan Bergman feel comfortable with Dave Filoni taking over. That's part of it. They were a little hesitant about Dave Filoni because he hadn't had a ton of live action experience. So they wanted to wait till he got that live action experience.
You know, I did not know he said that. And out of any comment anyone could say about Star Wars, that one alone just kills it. Star Wars is dead. If you do not make Star Wars a masculine brand, it will forever be dead. There's no coming back. There's no hope.
Star Trek.
You know, it's sad.
Pretty much.
George Lucas left us Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy. It's his, both of them are his choices.
Yes,
Hell,
like,
George.
Everyone's like, well, Dave worked right with George, and you know they're such friends. And it's like, you dumb motherfuckers. Kathleen Kennedy just had dinner with George and his wife last night. Her and Frank Marshall, George Lucas and his wife just had dinner last week. He fucking picked her to take over.
Yep.
Yet you think that Filoni is the savior of some kind. You stupid fucks. I've been preaching to you dumb motherfuckers forever. About Dave Filoni. I made my channel. I've been preaching about this stupid piece of shit. And a lot of y'all thought he was the savior. A lot of y'all thought he's secretly fighting the good fight. A lot of you still coping. A lot of you are like, well, the only reason that Dave Filoni puts queer, gay, female shit into everything is because Kathleen Kennedy's making him do it. This is who he is. This lispy, soy-filled, cocksucking bitch. It's always who he's been. And I'm an OG hater since 2008, okay? Proud. But I have been saying this from 2019, and the more shit that's come out with Dave Filoni's fingerprints on it, whether it's his shit, whether it's stuff like Ahsoka, or whether it's the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which he helped consult on, whether it's the Acolyte series in which he worked closely with Leslie Headland to develop, and the Force Witches were his fucking idea. Like, all of this shit, you're either fucking ignorant as fuck, or you're just goddamn stupid if you don't see that their visions are aligned and always have been.
Talk to him, Frost.
I don't understand how anybody.
We would ever have in canon.
Start at 1:30.
Let alone cowboy hat.
For real with that cowboy hat?
Is that his real voice? I don't think I've ever really.
He's pretty gay.
You've never heard Filoni's voice?
How this?
Hold on, Jeremy. You remember? I know you remember this. I was so frustrated when watching, but back in the Last Jedi days when it was so bad and there was a lot of backlash, that's when we started to hear the calls for Dave Filoni to take over.
Yes.
And a lot of people had no idea.
I know what you're going to say.
Wait,
hang on. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say how so many people jumped on the bandwagon who never watched the Clone Wars, never knew who he was, saw him in a cowboy hat, and initially thought that he was super based. And then he opened his fucking mouth, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
He literally looks exactly like the emoji with the smiley face and the cowboy hat. Like that's him.
Is that what you were going to say, Ryan?
Yes. Thank
you. Boys and girls like her. This is what we've tried to do with the Star Wars saga now. We've tried to create more female characters who can represent so many things, because what we're trying to do isn't just create one type of character. We're trying to create a diverse range of characters, especially female characters that are strong, that are independent.
Well, that's not diverse then,
Rey,
is it? He's just fucking female characters.
He's gay!
The Force Awakens, she's the female lead.
I didn't know this.
We haven't done a movie for 10 years, and here comes a Star Wars film, and here comes Rey.
Oh, God.
And it's, what is it? Is it
comes
Panic in
Rey.
the Streets?
Here comes Rey.
Oh my gosh, a female lead in a Star Wars movie.
Oh my gosh.
And then the trailer for Rogue One comes out, and it's another female lead. Oh my gosh, how unfair. We've had probably like 2 million straight film cinematic roles where men have been leads, and now we've
Too
got
many.
And they were profitable.
Why?
Yeah, massively profitable. Yeah.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, Dave, can you give examples and can you give the
How
profit
is those
ratio of
box
what was
office
made on those films, sir?
How are those box office declines, Dave?
The weird thing is about the guy that destroyed Wheel of Time sounds exactly like that.
Well,
Right?
he's actually
Sounds
gay.
just
Right.
like it.
So is a
And the
trend.
thing
is what
is-
you're
Pretty sure
saying.
Dave Filoni is too.
And the thing is that what he's talking about, that is shit talking the fans that had problems with the direction of Star Wars and the way Star Wars was going. This is when the Mary Sue critiques were coming out. This is all of that stuff. His sarcastic mocking of Star Wars fans is happening in the moment right there.
Yep.
And so we're shitting all over Kathleen Kennedy for her attacks on fans. And I don't think I don't think that Dave Filoni has been nearly as vocal or anything about that because he hasn't had a platform to be necessarily. But this is his attitude. He goes on later to talk about how badass it is to see Rey just dominate Kylo Ren. And he just went in there and swung her lightsaber, and that was awesome. I'm all for that. And in the same way, like I want to be like Luke Skywalker. What did Luke do? Luke just opened the door so Leia could go blasting everybody off. That's what I want to be for female creators and female characters. I just want to open the door and let them shine. Like that's what Dave Filoni said. This is who he is. This is who this motherfucker is. So all you people who for fucking years have been praying for Dave Filoni to take over because, Kathleen Kennedy, she's the only problem. She's holding everyone back. Just you fucking wait. You think the Force was female under Kathleen Kennedy? Under this bitch? Kathleen Kennedy's got way more testosterone than this motherfucker.
I mean, ultimately, people need to so I was 100% on the Filoni bandwagon when I was under the illusion that he was the creative behind the Clone Wars. I was lied to about that. But we see what his creative vision is. It's Rebels, it's The Acolyte, and basically every other series that's been involved, with the exception of, I guess, Andor, which I didn't like that either.
Mandalorian. He took the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, I didn't hate
the
Mandalorian.
Bo-Katan show.
I didn't, but I haven't seen season 3 of Mandalorian, and I haven't seen the Ahsoka.
It's not even his show anymore. It becomes a sidekick to Bo-Katan.
But so for the people that were like, and there was a huge movement of that, 7-8 years ago. There was huge. People have to realize he's not the guy, and we've seen his creative vision. We have a sample. We have a big sample of it. The future of Star Wars is The Acolyte. So there's a report that Filoni just said that he didn't like Andor. Okay. I didn't like Andor either. Filoni worked on the fucking Acolyte.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why it's a big deal that he didn't like Andor when he worked and approved The Acolyte. That's his approval. Everything creatively that happened, he had to approve that. There's no way to spin this anymore.
Nope.
There's no way. And there's been so much, like over the years, we've all seen it. Whether it's Jon Favreau and Filoni are wearing MAGA hats and they're about to do a, January 6th of fucking Lucasfilm. There's a hostile takeover. George Lucas is orchestrating all of it. Kathleen Kennedy's been fired. Kathleen Kennedy's not allowed on the set of The Mandalorian. Like the amount of fucking shit over the years. This is what Star Wars fandom is, and that's fine. Like a lot of shit gets said, and a lot of it. We know now what the future of Star Wars is. So just erase all the bullshit that you believed and look at The Acolyte. That's the future of it, right
and
there.
We'll
That's
see
the
how
future.
we'll see how healthy it is when Mandalorian and Grogu comes out. That will be a test.
That's gonna be the litmus test for sure.
And I still cannot predict what that's going to be. I truly don't know, but I feel like it's going to be on the lower end. But it's really hard to predict that one. It's
Like
really
Brave
hard.
New World.
Kind of looks like it's just gonna try to be a comfort food because that trailer is just nothing but shooting some of the vehicles and
the
swinging in
novelty of the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda is gone.
Yeah.
Yes. And and we know, Ryan, we've talked to people like Baby Yoda was a big fucking deal. All right.
Yeah.
Like the merchandising, the social media, and we know it was a lot of normies and fucking soccer moms and all that bullshit. It doesn't matter who it was. It turned the needle to the next level. But much like everything else in Lucasfilm, they cannot maintain success of anything because the bullshit always shows itself into the situation. So regardless of how you felt about The Mandalorian, it was a massive success. It was a huge success. And they completely ruined that with Book of Boba Fett and season 3. Apparently, I haven't seen those two, but I hear they're terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I think also the novelty wore off as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
They never to do with it.
Novelty is going to wear off on everything, but you can still maintain it. I mean, the novelties wore off on.
It's fucking stupid that he stays a baby forever. That still makes no fucking sense.
Well, also as a reminder, they didn't know what to do with it. Like they didn't have toys ready. They didn't have anything ready. They had no idea what they had, and then once they did, they messed it up. So it's again, no surprise.
You also talk about entirely different. You talk about entirely different things, not just novelty. It's like it's different to retweet a meme because he looks cute, or buy a fluffy toy because he looks cute, and then going to see an entire story about him. It's like, am I actually going to be that bothered about it when I could just?
It's not going to be connected really to anything that went on in the show. It's not going to feature the side characters from the show at all. It's just going to be a little side adventure. So it's not even going to be close to what people might consider the good Mandalorian.
I think good Mandalorian is like a 4.5 out of 10. That's what I think the first season is, like a 4.5 or something. The second season turns into a different show, and it's just a cameo fest.
Yep.
Right? You want to talk about background character? Mando literally just, the second season of Mandalorian is Din Djarin just happening to run into all the most important people in the Star Wars universe.
He's Forrest Gump.
Right?
Yeah, he's Forrest Gump.
That's what's happening. And then
I was running.
And then 3 really turns into a fun series. And your cameos, instead of the most important characters in Star Wars, your cameos are Jack Black and Lizzo. Like, that's basically what Mandalorian season 3 is. The writing's dog shit for 2 and 3, period. And in 1, it wasn't like it was great or anything. And
I hope Lizzo's in the movie.
Yeah, make sure you
bring her back.
She's lost a shitload of weight now, by the way.
Ozempic does wonders.
Yeah,
but this conversation about Mandalorian and Grogu is this is going to be a huge moment for the future of Lucasfilm, because if that movie does $400 million. And again, I say that, and part of me goes, there's no way it's going to make that low. And then there's another part of me that's like, it might actually happen. I just don't know. But hypothetically, it hits $450 million. What's the budget going to be on this thing? Probably $150 million
minimum.
Probably.
We don't really know, because who knows how much of the volume that they use to maybe keep costs down. We really don't know.
Yeah,
I think
but
my guess is going to be like 180 to 200 million.
Because they always overspend. That's the issue, is that every single film they've ever made, especially since if they're going to I assume they're going to be filming in the United Kingdom, because that's kind of where a lot of it's been pushed to. They always overspend every single time on every film.
So if this movie comes out hypothetically and does $450 million worldwide and gets, I don't think, decent reviews, I guess, from the mainstream, and then kind of mixed reviews from the fans, this is going to be a fucking nightmare for Lucasfilm.
The irony of all of this is in the Hollywood Reporter article that announced her stepping down, one of the things that they threw in there was that Dave Filoni's his movie has been put on the back burner.
Yep.
So the guy that just got put in creative control, his movie has been put on the back burner.
Which one's his movie?
It's probably the Mandoverse wrap-up movie, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
so obviously Mando and Grogu comes first. Ahsoka season 2. Who knows what happens? Maybe they're waiting to see how those work out until they actually fully go into production.
This year.
But
So right now, as it stands, because I always have to get an update on this, what Star Wars projects are in production right now?
Well, do you mean actually filming?
Like actually filming, like started.
Okay, so
filming.
Mando and Grogu is wrapped. Starfighter is wrapped, and so they're in production, but is wrapped, I think. Ahsoka season 2 is wrapped. Ahsoka season 2 should be coming out sometime in 2026. Starfighter comes out in 2027. There's a couple animated things like the Maul series. Thank God, we need more Maul content. We haven't seen enough of that fucking piece of shit yet. We need another Maul story. Thank God. But yeah, I don't know. And like, again, we've been talking about Kathleen Kennedy, whatever. This is not a situation where she got fired. All the people have been trying to sell you copium and hopium for forever about this. It was never happening. It never did happen. It never was going to happen. There's no civil war. There's no bullshit. This woman stayed as long as she fucking wanted to, and then she picked her successors, and then she stepped down
when she was good and ready.
When she was good and ready. She's old. She's like 77 or some shit. So
and she's still not even really leaving.
Yeah, she's still going to be involved in some capacity. I made a video in like 2020, and it was called "The Future of Star Wars is Dave Filoni," and that's a bad thing. Like, this man has been in creative, like, has had this creative stuff going on forever. So all the shit you've hated on Disney Plus, Dave Filoni has had his hands all over it.
Yep.
For years.
Yep. You should just re-release that video.
Huh? Re-release it?
Re-release it.
Or do a follow-up or something.
An anniversary, 5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It's me. It was me predicting that they're gonna just like he did in Rebels, that they're gonna bastardize Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action, and that Ahsoka's gonna be the focal point of everything. That's what.
Oh my god, that line in Ahsoka where he's like, "What did he say? Let her go, so we'll always be one step ahead of her."
I always plan to lose badly. That's part of my strategy.
That's why I run away first.
What is if there was one definitive project, and I think I know what you're going to say here, Ryan, but there's one definitive project in the last 5 or 6 years that is the most Dave Filoni hands-on project, is going to be the live-action Ahsoka.
Ahsoka is his wet dream. That is all him. You can't make any excuses about anybody else. That is all him. And if you've watched Dave Filoni's content, if you've watched Clone Wars, if you watch Rebels, like, you can tell that Dave Filoni was just jerking himself off the entire time that he was making that thing. It's everything he's ever wanted.
So how bad is Ahsoka compared to the other series? I know it's not gonna be as bad as the Acolyte, but like in comparison, like was it Mandalorian season 3, Book of Boba Fett? These are all these things I haven't seen. So like,
it's
how bad?
I'd say second worst.
It was garbage.
I don't think it's as bad as the Acolyte, but it probably would be. I'd put it in the same realm as like Mando season 3, Book of Boba Fett. Like at the tier higher than Acolyte, it's probably that. Yep. Now, maybe better than Obi-Wan. Like Obi-Wan is so bad because there's so much fucking damage.
Bar's low there.
But Ahsoka does so much damage as well. I
did watch Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan is arguably
I love it when they can't get around those gates.
What if I told you, Jeremy, that Ahsoka goes to the world between worlds again
in the series?
Yes.
Yeah.
She goes to the world between worlds again, gets saved from death again in the world between worlds, and has a big fucking fight with Anakin Skywalker. Hayden back is I can't believe you haven't watched this shit.
I don't want to.
Comes back and has this huge fight with him. Also, so he can give her one last lesson, which is you have to fight to live. Thank God, fucking a post-menopausal Ahsoka still hasn't figured that out, and her fucking needs Anakin to come back. And thank God, Force Ghost Anakin is there to help guide Ahsoka when he's ignored his motherfucking son for decades.
You don't need no help. He's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw how he turned out. So.
It shows you where I'm at with, like, I just care so little about Disney Star Wars. I don't even want to grift it. That's how bad it's gotten. Like, I fucking hate it. I really do.
I remember those fight scenes though.
You missed the boat on that one.
I just did.
Like those fight scenes, it was so obvious that she was outclassed even by an actor. Like in lightsaber control alone, I've never seen anyone dominate it so hard.
She moved so slowly.
It was.
He was like waiting for it to catch up.
Sabine becomes a Jedi. That is the interesting thing. You brought up the Andor thing. You do have like they overwrote some of Rebels. They didn't really overwrite it, but they kind of did, because you know the speech that Mon Mothma gives in Rebels. You know what I'm talking about, Jeremy? Yep. When it's like the official, she's fled the Empire and everything. That really dumb scene. I guess they got to that scene and they were like, do we really have to do this? Like, this is fucking terrible. This is like for a kindergartner. This is what they said. And so they actually have her do 2 different speeches. So they have one that is their version of it, and then they have her go off and they're like, hey, everyone wants you to address them. Just do a shorter version. She's like, okay. So that might be one of the reasons he wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, well, I guess
my question, been overriding Star Wars canon his entire fucking life.
Here's my question, and I'm asking genuinely. If he is, in fact, as we continue to say, the creative force behind everything. How does Andor happen without his approval?
I don't know. I guess because I think Tony Gilroy has mentioned like bouncing things off these people, and I think Dave Filoni's mentioned in that, Kathleen Kennedy's mentioned, Dave Filoni's mentioned, but the report out now is that Dave Filoni didn't like Andor, which is coming from the Wrap, which I don't fucking know what their sourcing is, but who knows? But if there's a reason for him to not like it, my guess would be because they overwrote some of his terrible shit that he wrote in Rebels.
What's interesting is, does anybody know what the 2 highest rated Star Wars things ever made are?
Andor and The Last Jedi.
Andor and Clone Wars.
Oh, on what? On IMDb?
I thought you meant it like the Disney era.
On IMDb?
Yeah. On IMDb, yeah.
Yeah, IMDb is, yeah. Come on.
I mean, I'm just saying it's the best sample size. It's the best sample size.
I don't think so. The same IMDb that was removing reviews from Rings of Power. Yeah.
Well, again, though,
IMDb is difficult.
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
You can have the best sample size, and it can be a mass amount of people. But so much depends on when something's released and how popular IMDb is at the time it gets released. Like now,
I mean, absolutely.
10 years ago.
I mean, you look at like the fucking Stranger Things episode 4, season 5 is like one of the highest rated episodes ever. And that was dog shit. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And like Empire there was no IMDb or internet when Empire Strikes Back came out, so you can't.
Right. So you got reviews for Jaws and ET and stuff decades after they released. But then also, depending on how many people actually watched it and how many people can review it.
Correct. And Andor and Clone Wars are 2 of the smallest sample size for Star Wars as well. Both of them have like 20,000 fucking reviews each, which shows you how little Andor was. Like, fucking hell, dude.
Not a lot of
watched
people
that
saw Andor, period. But that's one of the things I talk about Clone Wars. The people who watch it sometimes have this interpretation that everybody's watched Clone Wars when very few people have.
Few, and that's a good transition there, because what Ryan brought up last week was, Mandalorian and Grogu are going to be the test because Disney Star Wars has been hiding behind a paywall for the last 6 years. So we can hear Nielsen numbers and all this shit, but we don't really know. We don't really know how much of the fan base is gone. With Star Trek, we now have an idea. We now have a really fucking good idea. Now, I have heard from very credible people, and it was echoed. They probably talked to the same person. Red Letter Media in their video when they said that, a little off the cuff, that Star Trek on Paramount Plus was getting watched by tens of thousands of people. Not even hundreds of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people.
That's crazy.
And you say, man, that's crazy. That's insane. So what do? They put their premiere on YouTube for free. They promote it. Okay. They fucking promoted it. They sent out press releases. It hit the Star Trek websites. That's how I found out about it. They put it up early. It was up 24 hours early, so you had plenty of notice. As a matter of fact, me and Chris were looking at it early. I'm like, don't tell everybody it's here because they'll take the chat down, and I didn't want them to take the chat down.
What? That's the thing. You advertised it on your stream to more people than they got.
Well, that probably explains
watching.
That probably explains half the chat was trolling.
Yeah, it probably would have like 400 views if you hadn't been marketing it.
And they've done this
before. Thing was really funny.
Thanks, man. So yeah, they've done this before. They did it with Star Trek Discovery premiere for season 2, but they just released it as a video, right? As I think it was just, they put the episode up so there was no chat. There was no chat or anything. This was a live stream so we could see concurrent viewers, and they combined it with both the Paramount Plus website and the Star Trek site on YouTube. So it was the combined effort of both of those channels. And when it aired and we were watching it, it reached 1,300 peak viewers.
Oh my God.
And how many subscribers does this channel have?
Oof.
It's Paramount Plus doesn't have a ton.
Okay.
But it's still Star Trek.
Oh, no, I know. No, absolutely. And they're promoting it. They're promoting with their social media and everything.
I don't know what.
And it's new and it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said would be hidden behind
it blew away Creature Commandos for free over on DC's channel.
what a move of desperation. They need viewers.
Paramount
so
Plus,
much.
okay,
And Star Trek.
Paramount Plus has 1.98 million subscribers.
There you have it, right?
Wow. Wow.
And this is I don't know how this
Star Trek
combining thing. I don't know how many of this combining channels things goes. I've seen the option we can do.
New.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
how
what
it
it does,
works,
you publish a video, but it sends the notification out to both channel subscribers.
Okay.
If you're linked to that. So yeah, the Star Trek channel has only 178,000 for some reason.
But still,
Yeah,
so you're close to 2 million subscribers combined, and they got 1,300, which half of those people were probably just dead random people that clicked on it. You know what I mean? Like random accounts that just like, oh, there's a notification. Not that they were interested in the actual, notification they were getting. It's just they responded.
No, but if
I wish there had been a chat, man.
Okay. Oh, there was on this. There was. It's still there. The live. There
was a live chat.
There was a live chat, and it's still there. I'm in there.
Oh, really?
I'm trolling them. I'm going, ooh, 1,100 viewers. That's neat.
It's like patting a little child on the head.
Tried.
I was doing a lot. Yeah, there's Mark right there. He was in there. A bunch of our people were in there, and it was funny. It was funny as hell. But the people who weren't our people were roasting the shit out of it too, going, "What the fuck is this?" But imagine there was an internet in the 90s. Well, there was, but imagine it was like the internet today. And imagine if they put the premiere of, just say Enterprise. If they had put Enterprise on YouTube, there would have been hundreds of thousands of people watching it live for sure. They got 1,300 people, which is, that tells you the size of their audience. Now take that, put it behind a paywall, and imagine how many views they're getting.
Exactly.
Well, and normally you get a big boost for the premiere. We see it with every Doctor, even Cutie when he comes out. The views go back up to see what he's actually like, and then they tune out. So there would be a huge drop for the second episode, which is then worse than the first one. I would love them to put episode 3 on YouTube and see how many are left then.
I wish I would have done this while it was live, but I didn't think of the idea until later. So I called Az and text Drinker real quick and Garrett. I'm like, I should have been recording my video, but dude, I'm gonna do a chair stream. Let's see if it does it. If it beats their viewership. And Az is like, no, put an action figure on the seat. So I put Spock, who's behind me right now. We put it up for an hour. Our peak viewership was 3,300.
And you made a fucking shitload of super chats.
Oh, yeah.
On that.
Yeah. I watched when you came back in. You're like, I should have turned those off. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! I could get into these chair streams with this ton of money.
It was like, I guess I've got to read them now.
Yeah. So I sat down and read them, and it was funny as hell. It was really funny as hell, but it was so easy to and Paramount, you should be embarrassed. Ellison, baby, booby, if you're out there, cancel this show right now. Like, cancel it in the middle of airing the 3rd episode. I would just stop it dead. Don't let any more come out. And you might have an infinitesimal chance of turning this thing around if you sit on it for 10 years. Every second of Kurtzman Trek that is produced guarantees it will fucking be dead forever.
It sounds like we're talking about Star Wars again. It sounds like we're talking about Marvel. It sounds like we're talking DC. Like, this is all of these.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
As far as the way it's been treated.
You don't need to watch any of this to know it's the same pattern as Doctor Who and as Star Wars, and that Marvel's going through right now.
They screwed up so much stuff in this show. Like, what the fuck is a female Jem'Hadar hybrid? The Betazoids. What is going on there? And then I didn't watch Discovery, so I don't know a lot about this burn shit. But why is there the first thing when I saw the port? You stole food, Mom. There's fucking replicators everywhere. How do they have a food shortage? Where did the replicators go?
They didn't go anywhere. So I have.
And not everybody uses dilithium. Do they ever address any of this in Discovery?
No.
Romulans don't use dilithium.
Yeah, they don't.
They do not. They do not. And a lot of that was pointed out. So the burn flash is fucking hilarious. So Star Trek Discovery, the acronym for Star Trek Discovery is STD. And it has an overarching plot called The Burn.
Nice.
Was a
Next series, it's The Itch.
Kelpian child, which is a new alien race created for Star Trek Discovery. Saru was so a child was born near dilithium, so he bonded with it on the molecular level, so it would he would affect it. So when he lost his mom, he cried for his mom, and it destroyed all the dilithium in the universe.
Apart from the dilithium that was around him, and was a whole
aside from that, so and that's how they power
that would have killed them all.
So it destroyed warp travel for the Federation and everything
in the universe.
So why didn't the Romulans take over?
They don't know that they think the Romulans used dilithium as well. That's
They don't.
the honest truth.
Yep.
But like,
they think they do, yes, but they don't.
Yeah. Don't even they have slipstream drive, and that doesn't work on dilithium? Like there are so
all
many
these questions were brought up when that episode aired in at the end of season 3 for Star Trek Discovery. So they really stuck with it, brought it back, and now the Federation is coming back in Starfleet after.
So it's just endless, just rebuilding. There's no progress with the Federation. No hope. There's no utopia. This is not Star Trek.
The reason why they like it is specifically because it's not a utopia. They've said this in multiple interviews, that they feel that this setting replicates what we're living through now in our universe and what the kids are living through. They're living in a destroyed world by an older generation. It's their time to rebuild it in the new utopia, what Starfleet always should have been. So they think that starvation and hunger and the world being... What? This is why the second episode was all about destroying a wall. And just allowing anyone into territory.
How's there a wall in space? Shouldn't it be a bubble?
Yes.
Well, it was a psychic wall that destroyed ships for some reason.
It's the
build the bubble.
Crap. Like we've got to make it more
bubble.
appealable to millennials or nonsense.
Well, if you look at the most popular TV shows with Gen Z right now, it's Euphoria, it's Wednesday, it's Stranger Things, and they're just trying. It's like, well, then make a new show, but they want to.
That's what they were doing. It's a CW teen soap opera in space. All it's talking about is feelings and crushes. There's some family drama.
And the audience they want is not interested, and they're not going to be.
Jeremy,
because they see Star Trek and they're like, what the heck is this?
What Starfleet Academy is the acolyte of Star Trek.
Yes.
So the acolyte was Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars in its final form. This is Alex Kurtzman's Star Trek in its final form. He feels free of the shackles of canon because he's gone so far ahead and he's just completely fucking destroyed it.
Not even contained to a ship.
Well, what's impressive
you could go into space, stay on Earth.
What's impressive is that's what I thought Discovery was, and now we've even gone even further. Now,
no, it's
this
actually
is its final form.
I
think the most obvious
TikTok Trek too. By the way, with the dialogue,
this is worse than Acolyte, I think.
Like, yes,
I agree.
Legitimately.
Okay, y'all need to stop because I kind of want to watch it now. I mean, you're starting to do it.
Dude, do you see the memes? Do you see how that's tracking on Twitter? It's fucking insane. I mean, because nobody cares about Kurtzman's Trek.
One of the most annoying
I knew this would be
things-
memeable. I knew it.
One of the most annoying things, and throw away whatever the fucking storylines are, or if they're doing stuff about like personal relationship, whatever. One of the most annoying things in any sci-fi or fantasy thing that's set, fucking hundreds of years after,
I know where you're going.
or even medieval setting stuff that's supposed to be like fantasy type of whatever. When you have 20-year-olds who are speaking like 20-year-olds
with modern vernacular,
what the fuck are we doing? Like, it's so stupid. It makes no sense. I hate it. And this show, that's all this show is.
Revenge agendas.
Tig Notaro in the second episode.
It's just revenge and outbursts.
Tig Notaro in the second episode was referencing mixtapes. And her character was born in like 2215 or something.
So basically, it's John Boyega's dialogue. In the
worst.
It's
all
through the show. Dialogue. It's like, I remember mixtape, or Tig Notaro, but I remember mixtape because I'm like,
how about the Klingerite? The Klingerite, Paul Giamatti, trying to make an analogy that time is folding in on you like an origami chicken?
Origami chicken.
Okay, for one, you're an alien. You don't know what fucking origami or chickens are.
Probably not.
Well, you could tell by that woman's face that she's trying to run from time. I'm surprised she can even talk. Like her face does not move.
It's so far
and they
beyond
try
that.
to dress her and have her act like she's much younger than she is too. Like, did you notice that the way she was just moving in that chair and stuff? They try to make it look like she's 20.
Yes.
Well, she's 422 in the show.
But
Holly Hunter's portrayal of a Starfleet captain or like the commander of this thing, was so ridiculous. Having her like lounge, like, oh my god,
that's right.
I wasn't even
having her not wear, having her take off her shoes when she goes to talk to the fucking Warfleet, whatever.
Yeah.
It's really fucking strange.
God, I can't.
The dialogue, yes, the origami chicken thing, whatever. I'm talking about simple shit like they're in the hallway and it's like, oh, there's no way, bro. No way I'm rooming with you, bro. That shit's not happening. Like stuff like that happening in
She's a commie hippie.
I mean,
She's
even
like,
aliens speak like that.
But no, it's 1,000 years from the original trilogy's future. For original series.
1,300 years from us.
Yeah, 1,300 years. So English wouldn't even be the same in 1,000 years. It wouldn't. But we deal with that in Star Trek. But it wouldn't be this modern where they bring up fucking mixtapes. And that's
wild, dude.
That's scratching the surface. They for one, they cuss a bunch in this, and that's always been my problem.
I hate that.
It was
it's
really
so
weird. It
offensive to
felt
me.
forced as well. Like
really
the
forced.
delivery of it was like, oh well, we know this line's awful, but if we swear, it'll come across as edgy. It was even the intro sequence. If you go look at all the original introductions, the movies and everything, it's a ship going somewhere. It's somebody doing something. It's the final frontier. We're going over here. This is flowers. It's flower petals going all over the place, floating around everywhere.
A seed
so it's
taking root and growing. It's it's a fucking analogy for Starfleet for Academy.
The flower is the vagina of the plant. That's probably why.
We've talked about a lot of franchises that are dead, Star Wars and everything like that. And I've had a lot of different emotions. I've been pissed off. I've been angry. I've been apathetic. I've been revolted. I had a unique experience watching this. Watching this show, I felt sad. I actually felt remorseful as to how, where Star Trek is at the moment.
That's how I felt when I watched that last Doctor Who episode. That's exactly how I felt.
I legitimately was.
It is.
I'm telling you, this show was written by AI.
Maybe.
I think it was.
I actually think it's too bad to have been written by AI.
Yeah,
I think some of the stuff, some of the lines, some of the references,
the Betazoid stuff makes me think that they for sure used it.
To be fair, if it was written by AI, I doubt it would. From what you guys are telling me,
so many mistakes with those Betazoids. I don't know what the hell. That's not Betazoids,
dude.
Usually AI, when you ask AI for something,
yeah, it's a deaf telepath.
How can you be deaf?
AI,
I can believe he never had a thought in his
it's
mind.
1,000 years in the future, and they have like zero cybernetic technology at this point.
No, the bottom line is Hollywood is freaking out about AI, and they should, and they decide to fight their imminent destruction with Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. It's a really good argument for AI.
The best argument for AI is that it's typically racist and sexist. Whenever you ask it a genuine question, it's usually just
wait.
AI
you mean
knows.
It's honest?
Yeah, exactly.
There were so many scenes that were like perfect diversity. It would be like one Spanish-looking girl, one black guy, one. It was like, like one of each, like a United Colors of Benetton ad. Where it's like, I'd rather have like a scene with like a gang of blacks hanging out, or
easy.
Wow,
that's the Klingon
in Chrissy's mind.
Chrissy's sexual fantasy
feels like
there's a meme with that.
It feels like it's trying to be Harry Potter in space.
That's how it was pitched. That's how it was pitched. So
is this the chick that swallowed her comm badge?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, I'm sure she was fucking hungry. This fat
find that clip.
bitch. Why are there so many fat people in this show?
I thought that was
how can there be so many retards in an academy? They have no standards at all. She swallowed her comm badge.
We'll find that clip if you think we're joking.
Did you see the Babylon? Did you see the Babylon B article where it's like the burn didn't destroy warp drive? They couldn't reach you because there were so many fat people on board.
That was really funny. Yeah, they're like, Starship unable to reach warp speed due to fat people.
How about later on when she's running around screaming, "Red alert! Red alert! Red alert!" It's like, oh fuck.
You don't have to say that. You don't have to say that. That's why.
Here, yeah.
And then in the second episode, she like starts being a bitch towards fucking Precious.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like pick a struggle.
You
can't be an arsehole and stupid.
Exactly.
The hologram girl. Yeah, that's so stupid too. There's apparently a colony of holograms.
Yes.
Fucking dumb.
Everyone knows it's the original Gem in the holograms.
Here's the comm badge.
Holograms, more like.
Next. I think I swallowed my comm badge.
Already.
Yeah.
Already.
Star Trek,
when this
filled with intelligent officers exploring space, the best of humanity. You have this retard.
I swallowed my comm badge.
And look at the size of it, Shad. Look at the size of that fucking comm badge.
Wow.
Which is also the shape of the fucking ship.
She was throwing that, mate. She was throwing that down the fucking goose.
There's no real plot to go over in these two episodes because there's no plot. And
the problem is it's called Starfleet Academy, and the plot is about one person trying to find his
mummy.
Like that's kind of the problem as well. You know what I mean? I was expecting something different for Starfleet Academy.
It's Tatiana Maslany. He's probably wanted to stay separated from his mom because she probably transitioned him. But so
murders people.
So about how long ago was it? 2020. When I was watching that Q&A, it was during COVID. So it was the Q&A with Alex Kurtzman when he just straight up said,
it could be 2020, 2021.
Yeah, where he said we're using Star Trek as a platform.
Yep. For our messages.
For the message.
Yeah, he actually said it's no longer about Star Trek. It's about using Star Trek as a platform for our messages.
Boom.
Yeah, and Holly Hunter actually made a comment about activism in the show too.
They say social justice, like unironically, and like
social change. You can't do this without social change.
Activism, I love it.
Activism, I love it.
That's it.
That was the line.
Just
that
what
was
I want my Star
actually
Trek.
a line. I can't believe this.
And then there's Tig Notaro.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Who plays Tig Notaro in everything she plays, and she doesn't play it well. Might be the most.
Tig Notaro's fucking awful.
She is. I don't know why she gets work. She's not funny. Quite frankly, she's the most annoying lesbian on the planet.
Well,
and that's saying something. A lot. That's saying a lot. That is actually saying a lot.
Particularly in a world of Ellen.
But we have this little scene that's been making the rounds. And dude, these clips are getting a lot of traction, we'll say, which I am surprised about. I thought it would be just Star Trek fans pissed off about this, but I think when you finally see something in its final form and people put their eyes on it, as Jeremy likes to bring up, and I think it's a great point, Ray Rice beat the shit out of his girlfriend. People heard about it. We're like, whatever. And then they saw the video and they went, oh, that looks pretty fucking bad. It's the same situation.
It's bullshit. Man's career ended. Bullshit. All because his wife spit on him.
Spit on that thing.
I was waiting for Ryan to go on a big rant.
I was going to say, in what's the context?
She wasn't spit on his dick to give him a blowjob. She spit in his face, and he gave her one knock. She hit her head.
It was a pretty fucking bad knock.
It was a bad knock, dude.
Hold on. Here's I hate the Rice thing
Ryan's argument is hold on
for a couple games, like he should have been. He should have been suspended, just like all these other black violent athletes who fucking choke their bitches, who fucking kill people, who do all this other shit. Get suspended for a couple games, just like all the other ones do. Okay, except we see this on TV. He had already got suspended, and then people started freaking out. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that when we heard it described that he hit her in the face and she hit her head on the side of the elevator as she went down and she went unconscious. I can't believe that's what I saw play out in front of my very eyes. Fucking bullshit. pussy ass.
If you don't find Ryan's rants to be peak entertainment, you're fucking wrong. Okay,
You're
it
just
is
wrong.
gold.
The
You're
rants
just
are
wrong.
great. It's the sort of lines leading into them. That it's the disclaimers at the beginning which sort of make you go, "Ooh!" At
So
times.
this is and this is why you want to tune in live, because this will be cut out later on. Sorry. Oh no, not what Ryan said. Not what Ryan said.
He's talking about this fat bitch.
We're talking about the Starfleet Academy.
Wait,
clip.
that's
what made it funny though.
There's like 4 or 5 fat women in this show. But don't worry, all the men are like jacked and
like
taking their shirts off, but the women are all fat and ugly. Except one
this
of the
show
dudes.
is made for
Got it.
women and gay guys. Like the guys are glamorized to thirst trap gay people, and the women are all fat.
Little platoon.
That's why they all look like bus drivers and school pups.
Especially like Lieutenant Rourke. She straight up looks like a truck driver.
Dude, you're saying names which I have not fucking learned yet.
Okay,
Yeah, in episode 2, she
I don't
goes,
remember
"What's her
anybody's
name?"
name.
I'm like, "I don't know. I've watched this for 2 hours. I'm with him."
As I've watched both episodes twice for the review, and I know nobody's fucking name.
I know
except for that one.
Too many.
So, well,
Caleb.
there's too many, and they don't say their names, and they're all like really familiar with each other immediately.
Yeah.
Like they've gone through hell together, and they've just fucking met, and it's shitty writing. But yeah. So this is a scene with Tig Notaro and Comm eating fat idiot here, Commie.
Todd.
Of this cadet.
That was the audience.
Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being open to the people
Oh my
around
God.
you. And that
Well, that fucking
connection
Klingon
is
too.
where
I'm
time
a
and
punk
space
Klingon.
really live.
I don't need.
Do you think his voice is? I think his voice is modulated. There's no way. that
100%
dude's
is.
voice- Yeah.
That is related to, there was another message that came from, is it Stephen Colbert that does the announcements over the ship? And he was like, "You're all students now away from home. It's time to experiment." And he was like,
Is it really Colbert? Is it really
Yeah,
Colbert?
no, it's actually Colbert.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
And then there's the fucking hangry line, which is retarded.
There's so many
Oh
problems.
yeah,
Like,
they
what
say
is-
8
hangry.
minutes to get to class. You got 7 minutes to caffeinate in. Like, fuck off.
"Yeah, do they not have something better than coffee 1,000 years plus in the
Right?
future?"
No, because it's all that they fucking do in real life is talk, get coffee, and fucking talk.
Dude,
And you know-
It's true.
Bit like
They-
us, really.
they can replace somebody's consciousness into a Gollum robot body, but they can't fucking I don't know, regulate adrenaline.
No.
and
Or make
even
a
what you're
deaf
saying
person
here,
here.
you know, being in
dopamine
Starfleet is about having relationships and diversity and all that stuff. Being in Starfleet
Oh, no.
should be about excellence.
Excellence.
And achievement.
Yeah.
Little Platoon had the best description of what Kurtzman Trek is, and it's Star Trek for theater kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sort
yeah.
of feelings.
I mean,
Who've been
You're
banged
a
by their uncles.
Yeah. You're a genius who owns all the suffering. I only know 2 things, kid. Number 1,
believe that.
old
Everybody's
age and
a fucking
treachery
victim in this
always
show too, by
triumph
the way.
over youth and a smart mouth. Oscar Wilde. Love that dude. Fun fact, when he died, they had to put glass over his tombstone because people kept trying to make out with it. Number 2, a smart mouth isn't worth a damn. Name of
It says Tig Notaro.
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying this to be funny. This looks like a low tier parody that
Yes.
somebody cooked up
looks like an
with
SNL.
AI in 10 minutes. It really does. Like that is fucking horrendous.
Right. Jeremy, the Klingon, unironically, says the line, "I like looking at birds."
Yeah.
Oh.
After the perfect comedic pause as well.
He gets bullied and he gets knocked into by that bully boy, and then he drops his binos on the ground, and then the bully boy picks it up, acting like a fucking 2-year-old, going, "Yeah, you want them back? Want them back?" And the Klingon's like fucking crying on the inside. So
Yeah.
Caleb comes. Then the bully boy and Caleb start fucking, docking each other for a bit, and then the binos get knocked on the ground. Everyone sort of disperses, and then Caleb picks him up, goes, "They're neat," gives them to him, turns around, walks off, and then the Klingon just goes, "I watch birds with them." I would have turned around and gone, "It's okay, dude. You can be gay if you want.
Yeah, he's not interested in birds. We've all seen him.
He sounded mentally disabled. Like it's just like
I think that's true.
Okay.
Birds.
I like that. Because they're modulating his voice, he probably has to talk really slowly.
Well, the ADR is bad. It's not matching at all. Because this is what. So you heard the Klingon. He talks like this. Well, here's what he really sounds like.
The Klingon who loves bird watching more than battle. He's a soft-hearted Klingon. Sort of course, continuing to shift and change boundaries in the world of entertainment, but also in Star Trek. How do you feel about showing off a new side of what we understand Klingons to be in this franchise?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I knew he was gay.
But Klingons are diverse people. And they've existed as healers, on the show.
Klingons are diverse people. The most accurate thing Ryan has ever said was last week when he made his comments about why we typically have negative feedback when gay people talk. It's not that we're homophobic; it's that we're actually misogynist.
Welcome to
the You're muted.
Fuck yeah! I totally forgot I said that. That was such a great line.
That was a great line too.
Ryan's so humble.
It's not that we hate gays; it's we hate women, and you sound like a fucking woman.
Like focused in and honed in on it. So I'm really excited to get deeper into this side of this
guy's
culture.
bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the funny thing is, when we watched that last week, and it was like the Klingon who enjoys bird watching more than whatever. I didn't think that was going to be in the show.
No.
I thought that was just a way to say he's a soft pussy ass bitch. Like, but they actually bring it up in the show.
Both these could be true at the same time, Ryan.
Well, there's a flashback
They're on a spaceship. They're going ahead to a spaceship. Where's he going to fucking watch birds? Why does he have that?
There's a flashback scene. There's a flashback scene where he's in a wood at some point. And I thought they're probably referencing that he was out hunting with his father or something, and maybe like a goose went past and he was going to shoot it and decided not to shoot it or something. But no, he's just into, is it ornithology?
Yeah.
Ornithology. Right. Yeah.
He's half Klingon too, right?
No, he's full Klingon, I think.
He's actually full Klingon?
I can't wait for him to come out as gay, and they're going to turn half of the
he kind of did
into it. Has there been a gay Klingon in Kurtzman Trek?
I think they'd probably kill each other if they were, wouldn't they? Like they're very forceful when it comes to the bedroom. The Klingons.
Oh yeah, you're going to take it.
If he wants to be adopted,
dude, he would have wrecked that dude's day taking his binoculars.
Oh, he would have wrecked his rectum.
Stupidest.
Not that Klingon.
But after the bird comment, he does explain it all because he goes, "But I was raised by my single mother." It's like, oh, this actually explains your entire character.
Others in Star Trek at all.
Yeah.
Fucking left his ass because he was ashamed of him. I don't want this guy in my fucking house.
Yeah. This weird fucking bitch on the left. I hate this character. Every time she opens her fucking mouth, I want her to get.
She shouldn't exist.
Yeah, that should not work.
I don't even know that part.
But hey, it's not like they're paying attention anyway.
No,
but it's terrible though. Her acting is abysmal, and they
she's a comedian.
Her acting is yelling.
But no, one of the biggest breaks of
she's a British comedian
for me was that this short, fat woman was supposed to be intimidating and scaring these guys.
Yes,
taller than her, and she's trying to get in their face and yell at them, and it's like nothing.
Yeah, the amount of girl bossing in this show is next level. It is unbelievable.
Shad, she's getting in their faces by doing this because they're all the dudes are 6'3", and all the women are like 5'2".
So I don't think an image that you will see here. I don't think there's any better image that encapsulates
this is the best one. Yeah,
Trek.
The Badlands, Captain. Subspace instability may be creeping in.
Look at that, four women in the scene at once.
That's Gina Yashir. I know her.
Oh my God, she has no neck.
That blue woman's entire job is to go, we haven't experienced this before. Like, Star Trekkers, they've always just ignored everything strange in the universe. They'd never actually, maybe we should investigate this new thing.
Perfect learning amount of women. Or some shit. That's what I remember this fucking, like, she does look like she needs to be fucking in flannel driving a big rig truck or some shit.
It's large.
And
Marge.
Gina Yashir, the one who's playing the dinosaur in the middle, she's also a lesbian.
Yeah, I call women that look like that,
figured that.
general contractor lesbian. That's what she is.
Yeah. This is very this might be an all lesbian.
GCL baby.
Hey, she
GCL.
could probably put up drywall better than me, to be honest with you.
Hang on.
This is where Star Trek is at. It's just so depressing. It's just like I used to encapsulate the potential and pinnacle of what we could achieve as a society, and now it's just this modern progressive slop propaganda. It's so sad.
Well, I just love how many people were like, "Is this real?" Like everybody every post that I saw with this in it, somebody was asking that because you would think this is a joke, a parody.
But it is a joke. This is just it. It's gone so far beyond satire now that they're literally just ridiculing themselves, and we can't do it any better. We can only report on how badly they're ridiculing themselves. We don't even have to make jokes up. The jokes are there for us to just deliver to everyone.
Yeah, when you guys said this was worse than the Acolyte, that was me perking up in my seat. I'm like, oh shit, this is serious right here. Like,
no, this is the kind of review I love to do because it's so memeable and there's so many clips. It's going to take forever, but God, it's fun.
It's a teachable moment.
So the thing in the middle is supposed to be a Jem'Hadar and a Klingon. What's the problem with that?
The Jem'Hadar are a genetically created race of warrior males. They don't have any reproduction organs. They cannot reproduce.
What about the lesbians?
Because they're actually created. So somehow, because she does say that her mother was female and her father's male, Jem'Hadar male, her father was Klingon, sorry, mother is Klingon. So somehow the Jem'Hadar, which are genetically created, one of them said, "Can you make me with a penis and balls?"
Yeah, they made in vats, and they have short lifespans too.
And the ability not just only to produce sperm, but to also procreate with the Klingon species.
It's all part of the add-ons. After you're produced, you can, you can get some accessories.
The penis upgrade.
This will weigh you down a little bit,
This truly is literally forced diversity.
Yes. Yes. The show. Forced diversity, the show. And it's getting
like a distracting amount of diversity.
And fat people.
I think the whole fucking Betazoid stuff was to be honest pretty much worse than this.
I couldn't believe that. Blew me away.
This just
they even had a deaf guy in here for diversity.
Yes, you had a wheelchair too.
You had a deaf Betazoid where their race is telepathic. So they can just communicate with their minds.
Yes.
No. They're telepathic. Now, when a Betazoid procreates with another race, it actually reduces their telepathic abilities quite drastically, but raises their empathic abilities. That's why
the daughter
it feels like a
empath and not a telepath because she's off.
This is why
Betazoid.
This is why I think AI wrote it, because it feels like they took Deanna Troi and thought that's the way they all work.
Well, yeah, but there's loads of episodes where Deanna Troy's talking to her mum, and her mum keeps talking in her mind, and she's like, "No, for everyone else, you need to talk out loud because it's rude, essentially, to communicate in front of people." So AI would know all of that if it had all been fed into the machine. Right. It's got way too many mistakes.
I'm pretty sure it's written by retards at this point.
This is
the
the
other thing too
time.
is like you don't have any kind of like cybernetic technology or organ replacement to make the guy not deaf 1,000 years in the future. That is absurd.
Well, it's because this is like this is the feminist perversion of Star Trek, and so AI wouldn't do that. AI would like stick too much to what it was because it like replicates what it knows.
Okay, well, the other thing too, this goes back to the whole checkbox thing because you can't remove your disability, right? You just fucking deal with it. The idea of wanting to overcome your disability is a problem with modern writing now.
Yes, it is correct. That is actually correct though, because we've had that. Remember, Gary, with Doctor Who as well.
Yes,
and a Betazoid wouldn't need a suppressor for a basic ability.
No,
but this is she's a full Betazoid.
Yes,
the girl. Yes. So, and then she said that's to dampen her empathic abilities.
Empathic, yes.
Which is a passive receiving ability.
Yes.
So it's just
but there is a in the trailer. There's a scene where he's standing there and she's like blasting out some kind of waves of something, and he's trying to get to her. So we will see her essentially lose control in the future.
Yeah. She looks like I can hurt people. You're a fucking psycho. You're already hurting people.
Yeah, this show is so retarded.
You should be like, I'm a
so
criminal.
bad
I do
and
hurt people.
Such propaganda that it is only possible to be written by retarded people that are just completely possessed with ideology.
Shad's like, don't you dare put this evil on AI.
Yeah.
Leave AI alone. Keep AI's name out your fucking mouth.
Look, Amazon tried to create a woke AI, and it started to delete itself because it had so many contradictions. So this has already happened.
It requires such dissonance to be this retarded that AI kills itself.
Yeah, it started deleting huge chunks of its own memory to survive.
I really hate Holly Hunter in this role.
You don't like
I guess the way that she's playing the role.
I don't like her at all. She looks like she's gonna stretch her face off. Your face doesn't move.
Yeah,
how many surgeries and Botox injections has she like?
You gotta keep up.
I guess
she looks fucking awful.
The way that she's playing this role drives me fucking crazy. Because of the lackadaisical fucking slouching all over the captain's chair and showing up barefoot to places, and also her hair's constantly out of place, kind of, and messy and weird. Looks like Grace Randall who just got fucked. You know what I mean? She's got the pillow hair. So it's how is that person supposed to be in charge of this academy where they're all about instilling military?
And they needed her so much because she was so great that they had to get her out of retirement.
Oh yeah,
but her that's with Caleb makes no sense because the relationship with Caleb is like he's a grandson or a son, but she's known him for 10 minutes. She's known him just through the trial. Then he vanished for 15 fucking years. Then she's just found him. She knows nothing.
He should absolutely hate her.
Yes.
And he gets over it because she separated him from his mom for 15 years. I mean, it was Tatiana Maslany, so maybe that was a favor.
But she killed a guy. She didn't go into a grocery store to steal bread. She robbed a transporter vessel that could feed a planet.
And they tried to make it like she was stealing food, and as Flash brought up, there's replicators fucking everywhere. So
all over the Federation.
And there's so much fucking messaging, overt messaging in here. There's immigration allegories, as Flash brought up earlier. There's a wall around a planet. There's activism, and they've even said that Paul Giamatti's character is supposed to be
a MAGA truck driver.
Oh my god! Seriously,
that was a review of it.
By the way,
that's what they wanted.
Come on.
But they just spend an exorbitant amount of time during the negotiations with the Betazoids talking about how they were isolationists, how they're hiding.
Yep, isolationists, and we're all based.
And in Discovery, Earth was a fucking isolationist.
It was. And they're still working with the War Council, who was helping with that isolation.
Who were keeping people the fuck out.
Oh, and also Stacey Abrams was in Star Trek.
She died
Discovery.
of diabetes.
Jeremy. She played Planet Earth.
No, Gary, she played the ruler of planet Earth.
No, she played Planet Earth.
Well,
but also,
at least something.
Maybe that's why the replicators malfunctioned, because they were working overtime to feed her.
They
just gave up.
and then Holly Hunter says,
"Fuck it, we're out of here."
But Holly Hunter says during one of the fucking meetings, she says, and I'd like to thank the War Council for the War College for keeping Starfleet going during the burn. They
fucked off. They wouldn't have anything to do with them. Are they not paying attention to their own show?
Probably not.
After the burn, Flash, Earth became isolationist. So they didn't want anything to do with the Federation. The Federation was just a small group of people on a ship out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
with Admiral Vance there.
Admiral Oda.
We're gonna get more Star Trek. We'll see Michael Burnham. We're gonna see. Dude. So Star Trek fans will get kind of, I can't say what it is. I think you know what it is as. At episode 5, they will get kind of pissed off.
Oh, I know it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna mess with. I'll hint. They're gonna mess with the show that hasn't really been fucked with, DS9, a little bit. So,
is it just Cisco? Because there was lots of interviews where they were talking about Cisco and they're going to solve the mystery of Cisco.
I can't
but
say Disparu.
Well, no, but this is what the showrunner, because I don't know, so I can say whatever. The showrunners have already spoken about Cisco, the mystery of Cisco. It was in the trailers. The thing is, it's not a mystery of Cisco. We know exactly what happened to him. So why are you showing us?
I tell you that you're awfully close.
And just the cherry on top. Everything is atrocious and depressing about this show, but also the starship looks like this
ugly. It's the fucking com badge.
Flower piece of crap. It's like Star Trek had such a distinct design structure around their ships that were iconic, and they're thrown out the window and just have floating bullcrap things that are connected through magnets or something that aren't even physically attached.
Shad, did you watch Star Trek Discovery at all?
No, I didn't.
So you didn't see Book's ship. Book's ship was a bunch of just fucking metal that was separated.
Programmable matter. Yeah.
It is so retarded. I can't stand it.
It can reform.
As soon as the ship loses power, the parts
trying to do like Iron Man suit.
Well, there's a clip in Star Trek of that. It's like, why do you dock physically? Why don't you just have force fields leading there? It's like, because if the power dies, we'll all get sucked into space. That's a really bad idea.
I look at this piece of flowery crap.
It looks like a dream catcher.
Well, also, this entire ship design is designed around you can teleport anywhere at any time.
Yeah.
Because it's really inefficient to get to anywhere. And then the first battle they have, the power goes down. They can't teleport anywhere. Their doctors don't appear because they're all holograms that apparently, even though holograms are walking around, some of them can't appear. And so it shows up the problems with the design instantly the first time they get shot.
Yeah. So
can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
No.
Why does a hologram need to go to a school to learn things?
That's a good question, Ryan. I think that's a really good question, and I have no answer for you whatsoever.
And why does it have to be an annoying fat black woman?
Well, because because they need awkward autistic representation for Gen Z, because half of Gen Z is apparently autistic.
Is it really good representation for autism to go, you're like someone that was born yesterday?
No, actually, honestly, it's in maybe 5 years. In 5 or 10 years, it's going to look really fucking bad.
Yeah.
And that's often with woke shit. They paint themselves into a woke corner, and they end up being intentionally or unintentionally as offensive and fucking racist as they pretend they're not. That's the funny thing. So this is the ship, and Star Trek had the best fucking ships,
best designs,
best designs, the best ship porn ever. And these are ships that have separated pieces, right? That float next to each other. Yeah. So here's Book's ship. Think about the Constitutional class, the Galaxy class. Klingon, the Bird of Prey, like all these fucking great ships, and then you see
Romulan Warbird, dude.
That's a ship.
Yeah. And each one of those bits,
what am I looking
they
at?
rotate and they come back together in different forms. So whereas ships before, if you were shooting at them, would actually move through space, this just like floats around all over itself to dodge missiles.
Jesus.
This is what happens when women take over shit. Okay, it's just, and yeah, I know Kurtzman's a dude, but he's as feminine as Dave Filoni.
No, he isn't.
He's as feminine as Dave Filoni.
Dude, though.
Watching the show about being like a lifelong.
You sure about that?
Fan,
You sure about that?
It seems like it's more important for them to piss off the existing fan base than it is to make new viewers.
They love it. They love doing that.
Still searching for new viewers, and they're willing to sacrifice the built-in audience. Dude, comics, but every.
But you know what's so crazy is Star Trek has always been progressive. You could have done all of this.
Yes,
and been fine.
I think the issue is that
Gary, the Cherons.
Yes. Why? I don't know.
They're all dead.
Yeah,
it was just an Easter egg that they shoved in, and they hadn't.
Yeah.
They died in the fucking OG series.
Yeah, they did, and there was like two dudes. So I don't know how a woman came out of that one. So
but there were two because this week there was another Charon with the white and the black on the other side.
There's actually
I saw that. They're supposed to be dead.
There's been a Charon in correct me if I'm wrong, chat. There's been a Charon in either Strange New Worlds or Star Trek Discovery. I can't remember which one, but they popped up previously before that.
But they shouldn't because they were
they shouldn't.
The last one was
they died out in the OG series. They
There's such a great analogy of black and whiteness coming together that
it's really solid.
Representation.
Yeah,
it
really
needs to be there.
In the 60s, you can figure that in the 60s, particularly when you're going through things like,
I think it might have been section
in
31.
section 31.
Yeah.
It shouldn't exist.
No.
This is honestly, maybe I'm just fucking recency bias. This is like the worst thing you've ever made us watch. Maybe since the last Star Trek thing you made us watch.
It kind of made me angry because I really like old Star Trek, TNG, DS9, OG crew. Man, I love those. Some of my favorite stuff in entertainment.
I'd rather watch Snow White again than this.
Yeah, I got PTSD from Echo, but this gave me depression, dude. This made me sad.
It does make you
If
sad.
I had to,
Welcome to my
binge the
world,
whole
Shad.
season, I might have killed myself.
Hey, you're going along.
It's so
Jerry's gonna now make you watch the entire season.
Is this a bad time to tell you got to watch the whole season?
Not me.
Friggin' cruel bastard.
I fucking laughed. I think the show's hilariously unintentional, obviously, but it's fucking hilariously stupid.
Guys, make content.
I'm just. You guys have made me interested. You guys have done a better job of selling this show
than Paramount did. So
I'm just interested.
I'm interested now.
The war group are obviously there so they can set up some kind of Harry Potter house conflict between them at some point.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any engineers. I've not seen any medical staff. I've not seen any security teams go there. And they're letting all the kids run around in the middle of a battle to solve the problem. Well, the executives, all the people in charge of the ship, sit on the bridge and don't do anything. They don't come up with any solutions. They don't even try solutions. The kids aren't telling them the solutions. And they've copied Harry Potter and just kind of forgotten what Star Trek was about in the first place.
I think it's insulting to say that this is like Harry Potter, to be honest.
Well, imagine Harry Potter copied by like rabid, talentless feminists, and they're like, well, let's try and force this into Star Trek.
Which is Alex Kurtzman.
At least in Harry Potter, you had the chosen one. It's like, well, maybe we have to let him deal with this kind of stuff. Whereas in this, these kids shouldn't be allowed to. They don't have the rank.
What's funny
this is
Harry
military
Potter
vessel.
is written by an actual feminist. So,
a different wave.
On Turf Island, though, to be fair.
On Turf Island.
Turf Queen.
Well, dude, but that's how it was pitched. So, quick history lesson. You guys have probably all heard this already. So, this has been like Alex Kurtzman's baby forever. And they haven't, I don't know why he didn't put it into production, but then he was presented with a problem because Star Trek Picard came out. He had nothing to do with that. He fucked off to go do The Man Who Fell to Earth, which was canceled in one season because he sucks. And Terry Matalas was able to take what scraps were left and put together Picard season 3 and give Star Trek fans something Star Wars fans never got. Never got a reunion on the D, because it's all about the D.
Yeah,
and
D. We want the D.
Hell yeah.
Right. That's
Best
right.
ship. Best ship
So and I'm not saying this spinoff would have been good at all, but there was more interest, and I don't think anybody can argue that not everybody loved Picard season 3, but it did unite the fan base in a way no other Kurtzman Trek show had at all. Not even close.
It was a step in the right direction.
It won awards. It actually charted. It was made for next to nothing. It was an entire bottle episode series, and Terry Matalas wanted to make Legacy. They made him some half-hearted effort. They offered him the show, but for basically nothing. He would have made nothing. It would have taken years of his life. He wouldn't have been able to do anything. And they wanted him to go to Prague or something to film it for tax reasons. And they knew he would say no. And this is what we got instead. Like, they've thought so little of Picard. It wasn't even shot in a way where they can like make a 4K Blu-ray of it.
They don't care about getting those fans back. They don't want them back.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. So
same as all these other studios.
So instead of getting Legacy, which was brought up constantly in the chat, Jeremy, everybody's like, oh, we lost Legacy for this. We lost Legacy for this, just constantly. The chat was pretty funny.
But
so well done.
As a kind of like, we kind of got a good fuck you out of Picard season 3 because A, we got the D back, we got the Enterprise D back, and B, we got fucking Q popping up at the end going, I'm not dead, you stupid humans.
And the hippie Borg that we got.
Yeah,
it's like, they don't count.
The Borg haven't been heard of for
They
10
literally,
years.
they literally gave all the young people a mind virus.
They did.
Yes.
Okay, so Jeremy, it's pretty base. So they had to go through some like gymnastics to make this creatively work, to have a bunch of fucking old farts get on a ship. So the Enterprise D was in a museum, and all the young people, all the Gen Z of Star Trek got this mind virus from the Borg.
They became a collective.
Yeah, a collection of drones. Yeah. But one thing that I really showed there as well, though, is that the actors can elevate the writing. I do think it was getting the original crew back that made you care a lot more about the script in that.
That's a great scene when they were on the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, the music to a lot of that was fantastic.
Soundtrack is amazing. It's amazing. It was good stuff. And that was it. And the true goodbye to Star Trek was reunification. God, that thing was great.
Yeah. Dude, you're not crying, I'm crying.
Yeah, that was the requiem for
some cutting onions in here. Fuck.
So we're gonna be watching it.
But that whole stuff from the Roddenberry Academy, whatever, that's all of it is phenomenal stuff.
It is. But then Roddenberry's kid produces Starfleet Academy, which had 21 producers.
Jeez.
21.
Sounds like a Beyonce song.
Dude, you're right. And that's all music. Yeah,
more gay though.
Taylor Swift has 12 people writing her songs now. 12.
21 producers, and they can't get anything right.
No.
Or wise or anything.
They're just there for the payday, dude. It's all a scam.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but also to push the representation that they themselves identify with. We've got to have this person.
Can't wait to make a death betazoid.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can't wait to put. There was somebody in a fucking wheelchair. They have medical science.
Yeah, and they've done
close
that
up wounds. You can't give somebody's fucking spine.
They did that in Discovery too.
They can change your species at the genetic level, but they can't fix your legs.
They can put your consciousness into another fucking body.
They literally run scan and TNG. They literally put a little medical thing, wave it over you like a wand, and you'd be totally healed again.
You'd be fine.
The Betazoids, the main guy for the Betazoids, he was the one that was blind. And so when the daughter has been fucking around outside trying to get her fingers in fucking Caleb's
Do you mean
ass.
deaf?
You mean deaf?
Blind, deaf. It's all fucking
dumb as well.
Whatever, same difference.
Fucking handicapped.
Yeah, they're all fucking handicapped. At the end of the day,
they're all the same to me.
They're all Ramptons. And then the daughter comes in, and then the deaf guy walks away, and then she starts signing to a brother who can fucking hear.
Yeah, like I do
No
like
sense.
If you were in a family where you had a deaf person, you probably would that would probably be kind of like second nature if you didn't want anybody else to hear, I guess. But
You can talk to each other in their heads.
the funniest
easier, Ryan.
Bro, the funniest thing at the end of their big summit, which I don't know why you're having these negotiations in front of everybody. I don't understand
that
why
was
they were
weird.
laughing about it in totality.
Because
for all these
the
specific
kids
shit.
are the ambassadors of today, apparently.
But look, the funniest thing was when they came back and were like, we'll build the fucking thing at your home. And everyone's like, oh, they randomly stand up as if anyone in the crowd matters, like if they support it or not. The fucking deaf dude looks around, takes off his fucking translator. And
Yes.
Yes. Bro, I started laughing.
Yes. I agree to the deal.
They're like telepath supremacists. They hate. Deanna's mom hated talking with normal voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She'd wind
The only
loathed it.
Yeah.
The only bit of lore they got right about them was that they marry naked. That was the one part that they actually cared about.
Of course, they're not going to forget
Holy
that.
Gotta get
Joe
that
is
right.
holy as Fuck.
I will also say, if we have to find a handful of things that we thought were funny or liked, I did like the humpback whale reference. As a As a lover of Star Trek 4, I did
Okay.
love the humpback whale reference.
I thought they meant the
When you
crew.
said whales, I wasn't sure who you're talking about for the show.
Yeah, you got to be specific. The ones walking around on the ship or swimming in the water.
You know, like the only consolation I can get from it is that nothing, and I mean nothing in this show feels like Star Trek at all.
No.
So
Wait, hold on a
easier
second.
to-
It's the James
easier to
T.
separate.
Kirk Pavilion.
On the list of
Boothby
names-
Memorial Park. I was like, fuck right off.
Yeah, it's
Wait, why
just
was
easier
Wesley
to
Crusher's name on
separate.
there?
That's the one I was going to point out. That's the one I saw immediately was Wesley Crusher's name.
He fucking left. Didn't do anything when he'll make sure to honor him.
They
That
brought,
makes
they
no
brought
sense.
it back in Picard.
They brought him back in
season 2.
Picard season 2.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, he was like a time traveling guy, wasn't he?
Yes. He's like a
He protects the entire universe. And, like,
what was the theme of Picard season 2? Immigration allegory.
Yeah.
The whole
Again.
thing.
And AIDS.
And AIDS.
I do think
about how the show
between
starts for this one, right? It's like separating a child from his mother is the worst thing that you could ever do, and it's like,
Yep.
I'm gonna pick that one up pretty easily.
Yeah.
Not a lot of dads in these shows.
No.
Never mind. She's involved with killing a
no
Federation
subtlety.
officer. Oh, we made a mistake. We should never have incarcerated her.
No subtlety. So it is you know what, the show is Space Age, chat. It is Space Age the show, and we're gonna watch the whole damn season. Let's go. Yeah. Before we get to George R. R. Martin, I promised to tell a story. I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
I think Jeremy needs to go.
I do need to go, but before I leave, can we talk about something that's actually good for a change? Landman.
Landman.
What did you think of it, Gary?
I haven't watched it yet.
We're not going to go into specifics, but I just want to know what Gary thought about the viral thing that happened. Have you caught up on the show? Are you caught on the show?
Caught up on the show. I saw that, and it was that they were leading up to it, so I wasn't like super surprised by it. Plus, somebody spoiled it in my fucking chat when I was on Forbidden Frontier. And I won't say it, chat. I won't say it, Shad. I like the season a lot. It's really different than season 1. It's a lot less like violent, although that changed a little bit. Yeah, God, I can't go into what I think is going to happen.
Well, but what I'm saying though is episode 9, it went viral for the whole pronouns thing. Everybody,
Yeah. Oh, the pronouns.
Yeah, like
okay. They needed to show the follow-up scene because that really makes it. Because if you just watch that one scene that was going viral and you see her walk out and cry, you would think, well, they're going to go somewhere with this. They don't. They basically they have her leave and say, "Fuck you, you're no fun." You know, it's like
as you should.
I said it. I love the scene. Obviously, fuck these weirdos. I kind of like the scene was a little distracting though. Overall, like I was more shit that I would really wish they would focus on.
It
you
was
know, so
really them intentionally.
It was very on the
shitting
nose. It was on the nose
on pronouns,
Yes.
but like.
And again, I'm all for that, but it was too on the nose.
It was so fucking on the nose, but man, we need some balance in this world. So fuck it.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you think about that, is a normal person's reaction if they have not been in the culture war and aware of the show.
Taylor Sheridan has gone like really woke in some places. He ain't MAGA.
Yeah,
but
he's not like I know he has a he's not Dave Filoni in a cowboy hat, but he's not. You know, he's not this mega alpha giga Chad that people hope he's. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He's not like
in Hollywood. He
is in Hollywood standards,
yeah.
but he is virtue signaled enough in his series.
Dude, 1923 season 2 gets completely brought down with that fucking Indian shit. It was just stupid.
Yes.
But the follow-up scene I thought was great because they made it look like, oh, they're gonna be friends and it's gonna go somewhere and they'll both learn from each other. It's like, no, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, no. You know? And even the mom buried her. And
yes.
So anyway, I just wanted your thoughts on that. So but I know most people are down on season 2. I like season 2, but I get the complaints. I get people thinking it's more soap opera bullshit. I like season 2 a lot.
So
I like it. It's very good.
It's a soap. It is Dallas.
Dude, 100% a soap opera, but it's also
is.
very character driven, and that's the reason why it's so good.
Yeah.
But season 2 is more character driven than season 1, and a lot of people are very much not happy with season 2.
There's a bunch of hot women running around.
You can make soap operas for guys. Look at wrestling.
You got a bunch of white people and hot women running around. That's all you need. Okay.
And Thornton roasting people. Like
Billy Bob Thornton cusses
amazing.
out every single person he comes in contact with, no matter the circumstance.
And
so
he's still playing the masculine
smoking.
role of trying to fix everything.
Yeah.
It's on him and is doing the job of the man.
How many episodes are you behind, Shad?
Oh, I'm only 4 episodes in, so I'm
okay. So get caught up by next week. That'll be your palate cleanser for Star Trek. Okay.
Yeah, I need
it. Jeremy,
later.
Take it easy, brother.
Bye, brother.
See you,
man. Later.
All right. Before we get into Georgia, I'll try to tell this story quickly. I'll try. Ryan's heard it before. So, back to Star Wars briefly. As you may or may not know, there was a Kevin Feige project. You remember hearing about that in the news? Remember Kathleen Kennedy initially denied it? Okay.
Yeah.
And, but it was an actual thing that was going to happen. They wanted Kevin Feige to produce a movie, a single movie. Well, and he was told through company people, because he didn't have direct contact with Kathleen Kennedy. This is important to point out. So he was communicating with her through people, which is insane because you think it's fucking Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy. Not the case. So he was communicating, and when he was offered this, he's all, well, cool. And then he ran back and he mapped out this 5-year plan for multiple movies, had a big folder, a presentation ready to fucking go. And while he's doing this, he's all, this is cool, right? And the company people are telling him, yeah, it's totally cool. No problem. Kathleen Kennedy is fine with this. So he maps out this big, and I'm making this story so much shorter, but he maps out this big 5-year plan to take Star Wars out of the galaxy, right? And God, Ryan, what are you there, Ryan?
I'm here.
Okay, what's that race that's outside the galaxy that I'm blanking on their name?
You talking about Yuzong Vong?
Yes. So something to that effect. I don't know if it was that specifically, but it was something to that effect, that there was going to be a threat outside of and getting away from like the Empire dynamics and shit.
Well, look, fuck, Dave Filoni just took us outside the galaxy in Ahsoka.
Yep. So big 5-year plan. They get the meeting. He's been asking constantly, is Kathleen Kennedy cool with this? And Disney people and intermediaries were saying, yeah, totally fine. So they set up their meeting. It's a big presentation. There's a table of people, and Kevin Feige comes in with his notebook, 45-minute presentation he's prepared for. He lays it down. He gets into it. About a couple minutes in, he looks up at Kathleen Kennedy. She is not cool with this, like at all. And he was told constantly that she was. Kevin closes his book about 5 minutes into his 45-minute presentation and leaves. That's what happened to the fucking movie. Wow. So Kathleen Kennedy was not fucking cool with it. Now he went a little far, and going from one movie to another. But if you want to know what killed that project, it was office politics and people telling people what they want to hear instead of the truth. And like, it really displays like how fucked up Disney is, like how completely fucked up Disney is. Now, I also want to point out that Marvel people clown Lucasfilm internally. I know this for a fact. Now, maybe they don't have a lot of room to clown people right now, and I can hear those arguments, and I hear you. But
they've actually had success at some points.
Yes, yes. Where Kevin Feige has had success, where Kathleen Kennedy hasn't. So that's what happened to Kevin Feige's Star Wars project. So it was a project, and that's why she maybe initially denied it. But he had a 5-year plan, and my best guess is that she was probably threatened by it immediately because he had a 5-year plan. Something she did not have.
No plan at all.
Plans? What's that?
Yeah.
With the
we just gotta go by the skin of our teeth here.
Do you think it's like actors when they say they go for a job and they get asked, well, can you scuba dive? Can you horse ride? And they just say yes to everything and then worry about how they're going to sort it out afterwards. Is that just all of Hollywood behind the scenes? They always say yes and then deal with the consequences.
Absolutely.
Leslie Headland.
I mean, Kathleen Kennedy like really encapsulates what's wrong with Hollywood. Is she was able to keep her job so long because of her clout, because of who she knew. It's not what she was doing. But like, nobody wanted to be the person to fire Kathleen Kennedy. Nobody. Because then you'd be on Spielberg's bad side, George Lucas's bad side, who handpicked her, Frank Marshall, her husband. I mean, she's got a ton of clout. So people talk about she has, pictures and stuff, and she might, but she also just knows a lot of very powerful people who can obstruct a lot of projects if you piss her off.
Yeah, that's like a joke that she's got the dirt on this person and she's got pictures of this person on some cloud somewhere. And the reality is probably just what you said, Gary. It's the fact that the reason she was brought in is because she knows so many people, and she does have, despite all our feelings, Hollywood is a fucking bubble. We understand that. Everyone in that bubble has different feelings about this person and Frank Marshall and whatever, and their little production team. And they know a lot of fucking people.
They should give her the Japanese treatment, where they don't fire you, they just stop giving you any work.
They just put you in a room until you quit.
Yeah, they just don't give you any work, and then you eventually resign yourself in shame.
Okay, so George R.R. Martin did a big fucking interview. Was it the Hollywood Reporter or Deadline? Same fucking thing. They're owned by the same company. And he goes in kind of in depth. He spoils some a win's a winner.
Well, maybe. He doesn't sound like he has it actually finished or not finished, but planned out yet. So maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
Heavy is the crown of George R.R. Martin.
Heavy are his man tits.
And his triumph and torment. At the height of his reign, the Game of Thrones author gets candid about his efforts to rule his expanding media empire, his buzzy new show, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and the long-delayed saga he's still determined to finish if he can. So
accurate.
In this article, he does a lot of complaining. You know what he doesn't do?
A lot
Kind of like Kathleen Kennedy. Take any accountability. Like zero. Absolutely fucking none. So I haven't got the current count. Hang on just a moment.
So this is interesting because it starts off with this author of the article talking about, he's had a lot of interviews with George R. R. Martin over the years, but he also had one like 10 years ago when he first kind of got to know him. And 10 years ago, when he was talking to George R. R. Martin amidst all the popularity of Game of Thrones and like all this stuff that was going on, he said that George had two big concerns, right? The first was that HBO would never adapt another one of his stories again. He had material for 100 other shows, he said, but HBO execs weren't yet interested in doing spinoffs. He didn't want to be a one-hit wonder in Hollywood. He hoped his fantasy creation would evolve into a franchise that kept it alive for generations. Martin's second worry was one he'd had since 2011, when Thrones premiered and his last Ice and Fire novel, A Dance with Dragons, was published. How many days ago was that, Gary?
That has been exactly 5,237 days.
Wow.
That's 14 plus years.
Yes.
He still needed to write 2 more books, The Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring, to finish his saga, and the clock was ticking. The HBO show storylines were about to surpass the narrative in his books. I have to finish the next book, Martin fretted. The actual writing is getting harder. I'm rewriting. I'm struggling. Maybe I'm over-optimistic about how quickly I can write these things. I'm trying to cut back on anything that I can to clear my decks and get this done. 10 years later, and the same man is now interviewing George again, and he hasn't and he's not done with the fucking
that's
book.
funny.
There are actually people who went to prison for a life sentence, came out, and they haven't missed anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I'm worried I might not be able to buy the book.
Well, with how old he's getting, he very likely might not have the physical capacity to do it. But I don't think people understand how much mental energy it takes to write something so complex as a full novel like this. And it takes energy. It takes effort. And if
don't say that to him. How dare you say he might not be able to do it? He might be getting older, Shad. That's offensive. Nobody needs that shit. Nobody needs that shit.
Nobody likes men who
He's
can't.
old and fat too. That's
Everybody freaked out. Okay,
Sorry, talking about me. Sorry. Well,
the girl who asked him that question at the con, as you know, Ryan, she was on the spectrum. She was autistic. So everybody was shitting on her, and it's just like, no, like, you fucking idiots.
Well, I don't even care, right?
Yes, I don't either.
For perspective, was it Worldcon or wherever it was?
Yeah.
Somebody got up there and asked him a question. Hey, have you ever thought of letting somebody else finish the books, because you're not going to be around for very much longer, George? and everyone fucking freaked out. He got really offended. And in this article, it says it's still affecting him today. He was very shaken by it. And it's like, You're 77. You're not in good health. You're overweight. You have lost some weight recently. Good for you, George. Maybe it was Ozempic or some shit, right? But you're 77 years old. You talk all the time about how all your contemporaries and all your other authors that are around your age are fucking dying and how much it upsets you. Yet the idea that someone's bringing up the truth, the reality, that it's taken you 14 years and you haven't made progress on this book in the last 4 years, it's still at 1,100 manuscript pages. And they bring up, hey, the idea that you're not going to be around forever. No, you're not. Like, that's a reality. It's the truth. Stop being so fucking offended to being a victim over everything, you fat commie piece of shit.
Sounds like he's just around a bunch of yes people. Like nobody's really holding his feet to the fire.
He is surrounded. When I met him on the set of the Orville, he had 9 people. He had a posse of 9 people with him.
He refused to shake your hand.
Yes, that was the day he refused to shake my hand. You guys don't know the story.
It's like, but you have heard of me.
We were in a lot. So he was in his little. He couldn't walk, so he's in his little motor car thing. And
he's in a little Amigo.
Yeah. So there was like 9 of us standing in a line to shake his hand, and I'm in the middle of the fucking line, right? So he goes, one person. Shakes hands, skips me, shakes hands, shakes hands.
And I go, sorry, was it like beep, beep, beep?
Dude, my hand was out and it got denied.
So you have heard of me.
Yes.
Were you
Did you do the awkward, like, pull it back and put it in the pocket?
He went like this, yeah.
Yeah, I just went, yeah, just like shit.
I would have just been like, oh, well. What are you
gonna do?
Like, I feel like you missed me.
I wasn't exactly surprised, but so what he talks about in a lot of this is complaining about all of his other projects. So Shad, you're right. Being 77, he's old. His novel is very complicated. It would require all of his attention, but he keeps getting distracted by all of these fucking shows and other projects that he accepts.
Yep.
So whose fucking fault is it? You could say no to all of this. The bottom line on this one is where he's at with Dunk and Egg, right? So this quote right here. His assistant's car is coming up, and I ask him what's he doing for Christmas. He's all, I don't know, Martin says. I think I'll stay home. I have to write more Dunk and Egg. You have to write when's a winner.
But that show is done, Gary, so he doesn't have to worry about
there's
that. There's
supposed to be another Fire and Blood book too. I do think if I can just get some of these things off my back, I could finish Wins a Winner. Or, I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. You could forget all that other shit and finish Wins a Winner, because none of that other shit exists without A Song of Ice and Fire. It's the basis of everything. And he could have finished by now. So he's got in his head now that he's going to write Dunk and Egg, because it's a show that's out right now, and then finish Fire and Blood, which he doesn't need to do, because honestly, the show they're doing right now is going to end after season 4. And I don't think HBO is going to take another chance on it, because he admits in this article that House of the Dragon's just too damn expensive. And so that's why
they're afraid of ruining his legacy. That's it.
Say it again.
He's afraid it'll suck and it'll tarnish his legacy.
Yeah. It's already tarnished his legacy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his legacy is chosen. He keeps equating it to, like, he tries to say Tolkien. Tolkien never finished his story because of the Silmarillion. Well, he wasn't necessarily going to publish any of that. That was just for him for a lot of it. And then he mentions The Mystery of Edrin Drood or whatever, which is an unfinished book by God, I'm blanking on his name now.
Dickens.
Dickens, yes.
Yeah.
And it's completely different than that. This is a series. You said it's a series. You said how many books are going to be in the series, and now you're not going to finish. And again, it's the basis for Fire and Blood is a side story from the main series. Dunk and Egg is a side story from the main series. So why don't you finish the main series and worry about that other shit later? We don't even know if we're going to get a 4th season of Dunk and Egg.
Well, you also have Robert Jordan, who, Game of Houses, Game of Thrones, a lot was taken from Wheel of Time, who had a degenerative disease, and he wrote that book until his last day, trying to write as much as he can for the next guy who was going to finish it for him. There is no excuse to like leave this kind of stuff. I think it's just because he probably values the TV stuff now because it's more prestigious than his books.
Yes.
And so he thinks, if I write Winds of Winter, it's not going to get me anything. It's not going to get a new series or anything. So I may as well try and get a new series that he values more.
He wants to be in the popular crowd in Hollywood. It's what he's wanted his entire fucking life. He wanted to be a fucking TV Hollywood movie guy, right, Gary? That's what he's always wanted to fucking do. And so when that happened to him, coincidentally, when Game of Thrones premiered, it was also the last time a fucking book got published, right? He became a big wig in Hollywood. He became popular. You had people that wanted to work with him on these shows and all that stuff. And the last thing he wanted to do was write more of these fucking books because now he's popular. And that's why, in the middle of, when we run out of source material and in the middle of Game of Thrones production, you have a big falling out with the showrunners and the creators of the show. Okay, we have some sympathy for you, George. That sucks. We wish you would have got it finished, but we kind of understand. Look what they did to your characters, blah, blah, blah. What do? Do you finish your fucking story? No. You immediately continue pitching a bunch of fucking spin-off series. A bunch get picked up. One gets actually made in House of the Dragon. And you're really excited to work on House of the Dragon with Miguel Sapochnik and Ryan Condal. And then season 2 happens and there's a little bit of a falling out or something. And by season 3, you're done with them forever. You fucking hate those guys now. Well, what do you do instead of that? Instead, do you fucking go back and working on your books? No, you get involved with another fucking spinoff series and fucking dunk an egg. And it's awesome. I love fucking doing this. This is so great because they're giving you, it's all going exactly the way you fucking want it to go. Everyone's listening to, all your fucking needs are being catered to. But as soon as there's any disagreements, your fucking fragile ego, right? You fat piece of shit. Your fragile ego gets hurt and all of a sudden there's a big fucking falling out. But never along this way has finishing your story been the fucking priority. And I bet it is incredibly difficult to finish this series because of the complexity, because of the world, because of all that stuff. You know what makes it even fucking harder? When there are chapters that you wrote 15 years ago that now you are like, you go back and you're like, well, I don't know if I wrote that the right way. And I want to trim that a little bit. Oh, well, that needs to be weird. Maybe we should rewrite that. It's really hard to keep track because some of Winds of Winter was already written. Some of Winds of Winter was already fucking written and got cut out of Dance of Dragons and Feast of Crows. Like, it is fucking pathetic. And this cocksucking piece of shit in this article, right? He says, I've got 1,100 manuscript pages finished, which might sound like a lot, and it is a lot. Unfortunately, Concern of Winds is probably going to be the biggest book in the series. It means that would be about somewhere between Gary? 1,900 to 2,000 manuscript pages. And also, 1,100 pages, he's been on that fucking same count for 4 years.
Yep.
Wow.
It's not happening.
No. And they probably should have split it in 2 because in a lot of cases, the book won't be able to be binded with that many pages in hardcover. They've already talked about that. So he could have split it, but the way he writes, they can't. So Miguel Sapochnik was probably a prick. And so is Ryan Condal. So I'm not going to say one's a good guy over the other, but as Ryan pointed out, there's a commonality with George's past relationships, and it's George. It seems to be George. Now, he wants his stuff adapted properly. I completely agree with that. But then he signed off on Corlys Velaryon in season 1. Yeah. That's shit he signed off on.
Yeah, they cut all kinds of stuff out. There's got rid of what's her name?
Nettles.
Lady Stoneheart. Yeah. All the magic stuff was pretty much taken out.
That was Dan and Dave. And Dave.
But here's the thing. If you feel this betrayed by these fucking showrunners for HBO multiple times, why do you keep going back like a battered ex? Oh, it's because you want to be in Hollywood.
Yep.
He wants to be in with the execs. This is what he wants to be. He's done fucking writing these stories. It seems like a grind and a task to him. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't care about it anymore.
And the only thing he truly owes the fans and the people who've paid a lot of money for his books and made him a very rich man is honesty. And just say you don't want to finish it. Just you're done. I can't do it. I tried and I can't do it. People will be pissed, but that would be better than stringing them along.
Yeah, and it would stop the some of the negative criticisms, right? If he just flat out says, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
You know, but like he says in the article, well, not finishing it would feel like failure. Well, then you failed because you're not
already
gonna finish.
failed.
Yeah. You've already failed because the basis of your entire world will be an unfinished story. And, you know, hey, lore guys might benefit from that on YouTube. Honestly, it'd be what if forever, for absolutely ever. And then the theories will get crazier and crazier. But as far as Ryan Condell and House of the Dragon, he throws him under the bus in this.
Yep.
I asked Martin carefully, I know you can't say much about this, but I was wondering how your relationship with Dragon showrunner Ryan Condell got so rocky. It's worse than rocky, Martin says, looking miserable. It's abysmal. Without getting into spoilers, Martin gripes about Dragon stem from disputes over changes to his book's characters that impact key plot points, probably like Nettles, leaving out Nettles. That's kind of big. I hired Ryan, Martin says. I thought Ryan and I were partners, and we were all through the first season. I would read early drafts of the script. I would give notes. He would change some things. It was working really well, I thought. When Ryan came to loggerheads with the original Dragon showrunner Miguel Sapochnik, Ryan asked for Martin's support in their dispute and got it. Sapochnik left the show after season 1. So it was a dispute. Okay. I figured, but we never really got that confirmed. Then we got into
work with Dan and Dave, by the way.
I know. That's crazy. Then we got into season 2 and he basically stopped listening to me, Martin says. I would give notes and nothing would happen. Sometimes he would he would explain why he wasn't doing it. Other times he would tell me, oh, okay, yeah, I'll think about that. It got worse and worse. And I began to get more and more annoyed. Finally, it got to the point where I was told by HBO that I should submit all of my notes to them and they would give Ryan our combined notes.
It sounds like he was causing so much trouble and being such an arse to the guy that he's just like, can you just deal with him for me, please?
Yep. One night in 2024, while the second season was airing, Martin wrote a blog post called Beware of Butterflies, which publicly revealed some of the gripes. When he woke the next morning, it was as if Martin had unleashed his own red wedding. An upset HBO exec called Martin's manager, who phoned Martin's assistant, who took down the post. That sounds like a lot of people, but not before entertainment sites, including THR, picked up Martin's comments. I would have put it back up, but then I would have looked like an idiot, he says. And 80% of it was praise, but that's not what people focused on. No, that other 20% was not praise, George. Still, the post was meant to be just one of 6 detailing the author's issues with Dragon.
Wow. So it was 80% of part 1 was praise.
Wow. I might have to withdraw my comments about it being so hard for him to write, because that's a lot of writing that is dedicated.
Yeah.
He blogs all the time, and usually he's talking about why he can't write, Shad. This is a man. This is a man who, when he had all these opportunities to write during COVID and stuff, he was too sad during COVID because of what was going on in the world. He was too sad because of the rise of fascism in the world to write. These are the types of excuses this person has made. And he had a decade of patience from fans. Truly, he did. He had a decade of patience of people waiting to say, hey, we know it's going to be better than the ending of Game of Thrones. We'll wait for you, George. We'll wait for you, George. After that decade, it's when things started to turn a little bit because of all the different spinoffs that continue to happen, all the different projects he continued to throw himself into, all the promises he continued to fucking make, and all the priorities he placed on things that weren't that story.
And as Star Trek taught us, fascism is having a roommate.
Yeah,
so.
That's weird.
Oh, that's right.
That's literal fascism.
It's like, what? Martin says he can't say anything beyond this, but sources say Martin and Condell's relationship deteriorated further and came to a head during a Zoom call with the show's producers and some HBO execs. The purpose of the call was for Condell to present his vision for season 3. After Condell spoke, Martin detailed his many objections and allegedly declared, "This is not my show any longer." Oh, yikes. And that's same thing that happened to Game of Thrones.
Somebody in the chat said George can't even finish writing his complaints.
Kendall didn't comment for this profile, but pointed to a statement he gave to EW last year. I made every effort to include George in the adaptation process. I really did. But at some point, he just became unwilling to acknowledge the practical issues at hand in a reasonable way. I just have to keep marching forward for the sake of the crew, the cast, and for HBO, because that's my job. I can only hope that George and I can rediscover the harmony someday.
It's hard to know who might actually have validity in their comments because, look, obviously there are necessary things you have to do in the adaptation process for live action versus literary. I usually always side on the author because they know their story and they want that, kept together. But I don't think it's an unreasonable thing to consider that George might be really, really hard to work with. So,
yeah, it's a consistent thing, and he's the fucking common denominator, right? If you've had problems with 109 different showrunners, maybe you're the fucking problem, George. And I also think that there's a lot of changes in House of the Dragon that are unnecessary. Yes. All of us who have watched and read the source can 100% agree with that. So I have sympathy for that. And I do think we should be adapting things as close as possible. However, does anybody think there might be a fucking chance that as they're making this show and as they're doing these things, that when they need input on stuff and when they're writing stuff and when they're getting ready to film, that maybe there's a chance that George is, I don't know, late turning in his fucking notes, late getting back to people, late elaborating on things? Maybe there's a chance. And honestly, at this point, because of all the failures of this fat piece of shit, I'm going to side with everybody else over him. I really am. I think Dan and Dave worked on the fucking outline that he fucking gave them and that he told them for Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And I think that now George is going to change that significantly because of that. I'm on team everybody else besides George R. R. Martin at this point.
There's a pattern here, Ryan.
You're right. He's always complaining about people he's worked with. This has been a common thing with him.
And here,
and he keeps going back for more.
Look at like
if this really happened to you all these fucking times. Oh, I just keep getting screwed over by these people and all that, and you keep going back on your fucking knees, begging for 100 other adaptations instead of writing the one that people care about.
Because he loves the attention. That's why he goes to the cons. That's why he does these photo shoots right here.
They're trying to make him look like a rock star.
Yeah,
I thought he looked like a magician.
He's got a signature.
I'm so cool.
Look. Yeah,
look at my red tinted glasses.
All right, Lara Croft.
Did you see somebody change it to a fat black woman?
Yeah.
He's working with Netflix now.
Yeah. Martin's thoughts turn unprompted to the end of Ice and Fire that will never come. It becomes clear that the details of his story conclusion, like so much of the saga, remains uncertain. I was going to kill more people, he muses, not the ones they killed in the show. They made it more of a happy ending. I didn't see a happy ending for Tyrion. His whole arc has been tragic from the first. I was going to have Sansa die, not against that, but she's been so appealing in the show. Maybe I'll let her live. His assistant's car is coming, and I asked what he's doing for Christmas, and we read that part already. So, yeah, I mean, I don't.
This part is important. Don't move the screen from here because this is, I think, really fucking telling. He's talking about Frank Herbert and the effort he went through Dune and stuff like that. Quote, he didn't like Dune anymore, and he didn't want to write any more Dune books, Martin says, but he felt locked in by the success of Dune, so he kept writing them. Martin finishes and waits. I ask, do you relate to how Herbert felt? Quote, I'm not necessarily tired of the world of Ice and Fire. I love the world and the world building, but yes, I do.
Oh, no. Wow. Yeah, like he likes the world, but he hates, like he's completely checked out of the story of the main books now. That's him admitting it.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not just Dream of Spring we're not getting. We're still not getting When's a Winner. and he's not going to let anybody finish it. And I hope he lives 1,000 more years. But he doesn't have any kids. So whoever is in charge of his story will be directly told, do not let anybody finish.
That's so dumb. If he doesn't like the main series anymore, you got to let someone else finish it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
That's so retarded. That is dumb.
Somebody told me, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that like because he does view these characters as his children effectively because he doesn't have any of his own, that he would rather like let them die with him, basically. Doesn't want anybody else to finish.
Wow. Maybe I'm glad he didn't have any kids.
Yeah, it's very medieval. When they buried the wife when the husband died.
That's like Egyptian. It's like, I'm taking all my slaves with me. You're getting my dead.
It's never too late. I'm sure there's a girl out there that has no idea he's a millionaire and will just fall in love with him.
It's true.
Yeah, totally.
He's a looker.
True love. True love.
I don't know if his dick works anymore, to be honest. What do you think, Gary? Does this fat pink mast still rise to the occasion?
That's what the pool boy's for.
I'm choking on something right now. Hang on.
Oh my God.
It's not George, is it?
Sorry,
He's in the room.
You're choking on what? Oh my goodness.
Does his dick work? I'm choking on something right now.
This twitch on dick.
That was bad timing.
For science.
I thought Star Trek was the gayest shit I was going to hear today. Stupid me. It's Friday Night Nights, as always.
I don't think it works anymore. A fate I wouldn't wish on anybody. Let's get to the people. Oh, I wasn't ready.
The people.
The people, but I'm not ready, so I'll be ready in just a second.
Yeah. Even if he finishes in the next 5 years, and he'll be 82 when that happens, and Wins takes 20 years and it comes out. There's still another book.
I know.
Damn.
Like,
and there's so many unanswered questions, and he left so much stuff that was written. That's the other thing, Ryan, is a big portion of this book was already written because he knocked it out of the last book.
Yes. Carried it forward.
Oh, and he mentions in the article that when he locked himself in that cabin during COVID, he didn't use a lot of the shit he wrote.
And he constantly just rewrote it and, tweaked with it. But that's what happened. Again, I said that's what happens if you work for like fucking 20 years, basically, because like you said, a lot of this stuff is carried over from, previous stuff from Feast and Dance or whatever. Of course, you're going to have a completely different perspective if you're like taking 20 years to write one book. So you go back and you don't like the words you used or this or that. And who knows how much of this is him in a modern world, like when people are now like in the Me Too era and like all this bullshit that people are looking out for, if he's scared to write these things and thinks he has to change these things, it's a mess. And as he detailed, he has no idea how he's actually going to finish it or actually who he's going to kill or what's going to happen. He did reveal that he's working on Jon Snow chapters, which back, but that is a spoiler. He has never confirmed that before.
Never, ever until now.
Back from the dead.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mention that earlier. The big news is Jon Snow is still alive somehow. So he probably just gets... They'll put him in the ice cell for a little while, then he gets resurrected.
Do you think we get a... It doesn't even matter. We're never going to see it. But do you think we get a chapter as Ghost?
Yes.
I think that would be cool. Like if we got a Jon Snow chapter, but as Ghost, because he's gonna war gonna Ghost when he dies and shit. So we'll never see it. But hey,
no, we'll never see it because George doesn't want anybody else to finish his book for some reason. That's so weird. It just gets somebody else to write it, and you can go and fuck off and do all the interviews and conventions. It'd be great, and nobody would care. Not a single fan would give a shit. They'd be happy.
Oh, there'd be as
long as he signs off on it, for sure. Yeah,
there'd be 1,000 talented authors chomping at the bit to finish a prestigious big series.
Apparently, unless someone does it better, and then that might be what he's afraid of.
That's the problem.
Somebody does it on their own. Is that illegal?
Yes, very illegal. Well, and if you don't sell it, but
I mean, you could write a fanfic or whatever, but you can't. You can't publish it.
Didn't he go after an AI version?
No.
I think he did.
Technically, even producing derivative works of a copyrighted IP is breaking copyright. So even producing a fan,
They can shut. Nintendo does this shit all the time, shutting down mods, and it depends on the, like George Lucas used to be really cool with that, like fan stuff. It depends on the creators and the companies that own the stuff.
Well, the problem is the law makes you be an arse about it because it says if you don't defend your IP, you lose the rights to it.
Yep.
And so you have to do it and try and let what you can through.
To some extent, yeah.
To some extent. Roland the Wretched for 2 parts. Is this 2 parts, X-Ray Girl? Or is it, wait. Oh, it's 4 parts.
I was like, I thought I wrote 4.
Oh, I was scrolled down too far. For $100. Because now that you are done touring Egypt and not finding the Ark of the Covenant, who says I didn't? Who
That's not in Egypt.
I didn't? No, the Ark of the Covenant? No. It's
guarded in some other African country by a bunch of random fucking
Ethiopia.
Yeah, in Ethiopia. Some shit. That's what people think. Whatever.
It is a time to get down to business and setting a date for the Vegas meetup. Can we get past the MegaCon meetup first? Don't leave the fellowship walking the streets with 6 strings on their backs and dancing in the dark. Oh, God. Jeremy thought he could outsmart me on CobraCast this week, but I was playing 4D chess and Jeremy was playing gay checkers. By saying love ya, I got Jeremy to call me gay, and it triggered about every chat that came after to have love in it, to have love ya in it. Love ya, Fig. You're still gay, Roland. Welcome back, Yellow Flash. But it is unfortunate. The reason for his return is he was the only YouTuber retarded enough to watch Starfleet Academy to get on the show. I mean, true. Just kidding, Flash. There are plenty of YouTubers retarded enough to watch this shit. Man.
It was fun to talk about Star Trek, at least, unlike last time it was Doctor Who, which I don't know anything about Doctor Who.
No wonder you barely come back anymore. I don't blame you.
Sorry. Today's read is Matthew 5:3. Blessed are the retards, for they will watch Starfleet Academy. Hail FNQ Fellowship Chad mods.
Verse of the Bible is that?
Odin knows. Little Thor and RIP Pizza Time. I will get on FNQ before Dan Vosk or Beardo finishes. Man buns are gay. Until next time, so long, gay boys.
I don't remember that beatitude, Roland. I don't remember that beatitude.
You don't?
No.
Gotta go back to school.
Was it in my translation, I guess?
There you go. Yeah.
I'll see you at MegaCon, by the way.
Apocryphal.
Oh.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Gonna see you at MegaCon.
When is MegaCon?
When is MegaCon,
March.
Ryan?
March.
It's March. I believe it's
60 days
hold
away.
on,
So
let me get the actual dates so I can tell you.
the 20th, I think, is a part of it.
Yeah, so I think it's like the
Thank-
20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. There might be Thursday times and 2 on the 19th, but the meetup will be on Saturday, the 21st in the evening. So we can tell you that much. There should be some confirmation coming up about the actual meetup and about the panel, which is also going to be on Saturday, probably around like 11 or noonish. But again, we're just working out those final details. But yeah, plan on that Saturday, March 21st.
March 21st. I'm looking for the dates. There they are. This is tentative, so God, don't book flights or anything right now until because I'll get this locked down after MegaCon. But Vegas is going to go back to August because MegaCon keeps moving their dates around, and it's not just by a week; it's by a fucking month. So it's too close to April. So we're going to shoot it back to August, which is near my birthday.
February?
It's normally in February, but this time it's like
It used to be like early
It was
February, then it moved
October.
back a week, and this time it moved back like a month.
Yeah, it used to be October, and then they moved it to February. Now it's a month later. So yeah, it's.
I'm very happy it's in March because the past 2 times it's been either on the weekend of the Pro Bowl, which is in Orlando, which means a bunch of other fucking people are also in Orlando, which sucks, or the Super Bowl weekend, which I have more important things to do on a fucking Sunday during the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Come on.
And this
I'm
year's
glad
during
it's
my-
in March.
I
Yeah, me
don't.
too. It's this year just during my
Football's
spring
gay.
break, so I'm happy.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Well, so I had to push it back out to August again. So it's going to be where it started. We planned it around the Star Trek convention, many moons ago. It is Star Trek's 60th anniversary. Star Trek is pretty dead, but I still like old Star Trek. So we're going to push it to August. And I think the Star Trek convention is August 6th through 10th. So I would say with a pencil, circle your calendars for that. And we will have more information once we're done with MegaCon. But thanks for asking. It's all good. We're going to do it.
I got a drone now.
Okay, man. Thanks.
Toodles.
Later.
Later, dude. He just did 2 hour 2 hours on Starfleet Academy.
Wow.
So 2 hour long videos. How long were your Disparu? I can't watch anybody's reviews until I'm done.
My first is an hour. I'm doing the second tomorrow.
Yeah. Mine will
should be a lot
be
faster though. That second episode, I don't.
Nothing happens except a bunch of people singing opera, and
yeah, it's just propaganda with a bit of weird romance, like really forced, awkward romance.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. Trying to rush the romance. They have that one chick trying to bang every dude.
Yeah, the rushing the relationships. It's just bad. You don't really need to break down the plot. You just get some clips. There's some really stupid. There's some horrible fucking clips.
I mean, in typical CW fashion, they're starting a love triangle between those two dudes, so they want to be rivals and that chick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is,
the brother moves in at the end of it, like randomly.
Yep. And he's completely retarded, like an absolute moron. So, par for the course.
Hog Sweat for $49.99. First time I'm able to super chat you live. Oh, not be gentle. Much respect to you, Gary. Even you, Ryan. Appreciate all the entertainment while I was deployed for 9 months. Hail to you. Thanks for getting back safe. Shout out. Ministry of Wrong Thing for $49.99. Did you know the Stranger Things making of doc reveals a deleted scene where after 11 enters the front of the Mind Flayer, Will enters it from behind? It's true.
Makes sense.
Grok told me. Don't ask what Grok revealed about the Holly Wheeler actress, though. Yikes.
Oh no.
I don't want to know. I don't know if you saw the behind the scenes, Ryan, documentary for Stranger Things.
I haven't watched. I've seen the clips, but I haven't watched it.
Dude, that was ill-advised. So Dan and Dave's post-show interviews for season 8 were some of the dumbest decisions ever made in entertainment. Trying to, Danny kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet. It's a whole fucking documentary about they didn't have the script done when they started the series. They were writing
stuff about they're like, yeah, we're under a lot of pressure this season. Like Netflix is really crunching us. Like we got to start shooting this before this thing's even written or some bullshit. But yeah.
Yeah, and they just had 3 years, Ryan. I mean, it
kind of showed that all of the comments, all the complaints that the fans had about the series, they already knew, they already discussed it, and just decided to do it anyway.
Yep.
The amount of times writers were cringing as they're reading out their ideas in the writers' room is. I don't know why you released that documentary. Even if you planned and you filmed it and you saw the reaction, I would have just killed it there.
I think they're going to make a whole. I think they're dedicating a whole EFAP to it. Yeah, it's really a 101 on what you don't do, and the first thing you don't do is release that fucking documentary because God, those conformity gate people must feel awfully stupid right now by saying the Duffer Brothers were detail oriented. No, they weren't. They were the exact opposite of it.
Well, they've now taken that as confirmation that even the making of is because they're so intelligent that they can't possibly be this thick. And so the thicker they get, the more
the conformity gate thing is so. It's what happens when you watch something, you're not actually watching to see what they're telling you. Mm-hmm. You're watching to see what you want to see, and everything that goes against your frame of mind, you disregard.
You don't even see it.
Hang on to these little pockets of things that you want to see. And honestly, like Garrett, I'm sure you see this a lot in your like ancient civilization like stuff. That there are.
Oh God, yes.
Like that's how a lot of these things continue to go on and continue to go on. And even though it's interesting and stuff, like that's why some of this stuff exists, because people will ignore all this evidence, but only handpick like a couple things here and there and just hold on to that, regardless if there's not really much to support your theory, but you hold to it as fact.
Yeah, when the series was going on, what they really enjoyed was the theory crafting, and they've just continued to do it after the show's over. That's where the real entertainment was.
The real entertainment was roasting the show, because my God, it was awful. Cinema Siblings for 50. Howdy, panel. This is Roy Live from the YouTube channel Southern Fried Cinema Siblings. Superman, Donner, Snyder, and Gunn, The Purpose of Power, out on YouTube. We review all three directors, but take extra time to tear into Gunn's demeaning, deconstructed take. XOXOXO. Right back at you. So with the WB Netflix sale, now Netflix has now made their offer all cash. I don't know how you beat that. I honestly, you don't.
I mean,
do we know how much it is yet? That's the big question.
If Paramount offers all fucking cash,
yeah.
If Paramount offers all cash and a higher stock price, yes, but Paramount can't. That's been their problem. Is they've that's why Ellison had to get his daddy to back up a bunch. Now his daddy could offer up. He's really fucking rich. So
I think it's foolish. I think it's a foolish business. They're paying too much for it already. $30 a share is too much for a company that is actually worth less than $10 a share. But it's funny because you have all these people who are like trying to build their streaming libraries and build their own streaming platforms and shit like that. What is Sony doing right now?
Selling it.
Yes. Sony, very casually, for I think like a 3 or 4 year deal or something with Netflix.
A ton of money,
$7 billion for Sony's streaming library.
They're arms dealers.
Instead of building one of their own, they're just doing the same thing that they were doing all these years and selling the rights to their stuff to Netflix for a period of time, and they just get $7 billion.
Yep,
from Netflix.
No, they learned. What was it, the PlayStation Network? They learned early on that they weren't good at this, and they weren't going to do it. And they even described themselves as arms dealers. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to license stuff, which is pretty much what Paramount should do, what Warner Brothers should do. Even though they have HBO, they should still license out their shit everywhere. And that's eventually what's going to happen. It's all going to be folded into there'll be lots of streamers out there, but the prominent ones, there'll be 2, 3, 4, maybe.
And that's why even if they lose money theatrically, they can say, hey, we got some money, guaranteed because it's going on to Netflix.
Well, and some people are like, Warner Brothers is worth way more than that. I see that in the chat. It's like, what you also have to consider, so Paramount is offering effectively $100 billion for Warner Brothers. They're doing it for all of Warner Brothers, which also means all of their fucking debt, which is around $40 billion.
Yep.
Right? That's part of that too. So really, when you think about it that way, you're talking about it's $140 billion is what they're valuing that at. The difference between that and the Netflix deal is Netflix is only taking the good parts of Netflix, or of Warner Brothers, which is the streaming, the gaming side, and of course all the theatrical stuff. Everything else is going to be split into another company, which Warner Brothers is planning on doing anyway, along with probably all of their fucking debt, which goes to that other company. Paramount wants to buy it all. Paramount's argument is that when those companies split, Netflix, the way that Netflix price is better is assuming that the shares of this new company, which is basically nothing profitable, nothing valuable, and billions and billions and billions of dollars in debt, will be somewhere around $2 to $3 a share. And Paramount says, no, that's going to be effectively worthless, which it probably is going to be effectively worthless.
Yeah.
That's where this gap is coming between the $27.50 per share offer from Netflix and the $30 per share offer from Paramount. It's all based on what that second company, that once it splits, will actually be valued at.
I think Variety, one of the major ones, called that second company Crapco. So everybody thinks that's awful.
Wow.
And that's what Paramount's argument has been for a month at this point. and what they're trying to get over to shareholders. But I don't think that they can. I don't think that they can appeal to shareholders on the level that would be required for a specific vote like that to go their way.
No,
it's too hard to explain and understand.
You're right. You're right, and that's the problem with low information shareholders, because it would be better if Warner Brothers stayed on its own. It would be less bad if Paramount got them, and it will be really bad if Netflix owns them. It'll be horrific. And that 45-day window they're talking about, they won't stick to that. That is some bullshit. And 45 days is not a good window anyway.
No, it's
terrible
not.
Window. And Netflix is not known for promoting shit. They are not famous for promoting their own fucking shows. So yeah. Where was I? Magnum Norse for 50. Kathleen Kennedy was known for whiffing for several years on a softball pitch with the largest bat in history. Yes, she is the woman who destroyed Star Wars. Simply put, don't really care what movies she got Spielberg coffee on. Classic vigilante for 100. You guys got me through some lonely times. Thank you. Time to start giving back a little. Bon Jovi rocks. Why'd you make me say that? Man buns are not gay. They're very gay. And pineapple on pizza is I'll take that. Gary, can I get a classic? May the wings of liberty never lose a feather. Yes, I will outro with that today. I got to see Big Trouble in Little China again. It's been a while. Phil Mitchell's fist for 50. How long before the headline reads, "The dead speak"? The galaxy has heard a mysterious broadcast, the threat of revenge in the sinister voice of KK. Hashtag HFNT. What is that? Beauty and Death for 50. Just wanted to say hi, Ryan. You remind me of my brother in so many ways.
Are you a Targaryen by chance?
Yeah. Mainly because his food is always messed up and he always says, "Hey, bitch." I don't know if he's talking to me or his dog. Anyway, stay safe out there, everyone, and hail to the fellowship. Hail to you.
Thank you for saying hi. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, you remind me of my brother. He says, "Hey, bitch," and always fucks up his food.
Yes. The name's Beauty and Death, so that is appealable to me. So I like it.
Tell us about what you had to eat last Sunday on a stream.
Oh, I had my McDonald's burrito that I told you guys about on the show famously. It was great. It was so fucking good. I think like somebody gave me $100 to eat it, and I was like, all right. And I think I was only supposed to eat half of it. I just downed the whole thing, like, because it's just so fucking good. It's everything you love at McDonald's, all wrapped in a burrito and covered in condiments that you love. How could you not love that? So I actually ate all the rest of my McDonald's right after I ended the stream. So we dubbed it the McSuicide.
That's probably accurate. Scar Dip Dap on the Streamlabs side for $100. This long time listener, first time super chatter. Wait, I hit the wrong thing. My wife and I started organic CBD brand Skin Chanted CBD in 2022 and noticed friends adding it to mocktails. What's a mocktail? Oh,
a fake cocktail.
Yeah, virgin drink.
Gary, what's your take on CBD drinks and sobriety? Are they considered off limits? Thanks and hail. I wouldn't do it. But CBD, I guess, isn't THC. I don't know.
Yeah, correct. It's a non-active ingredient.
Yeah.
It's a so like I use like CBD oils on my back and stuff, and those are fine and they work. But I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't drink near beer or mocktails or any of that stuff. But that's me.
Well, I don't know what a near beer is. Is it just a non-alcoholic beer?
It's a non-alcoholic beer. There's still a minute amount of alcohol, but not enough to get you drunk or anything.
So, like mocktails are not that. Mocktails are it's just fucking juice and soda.
It's just juice. Yeah. So
yeah, it doesn't have any alcohol.
So so I'm not. I don't judge and I don't tell people how to work their sobriety. That's the first thing about sobriety is that, if unless it's my sponsor, you guys roll how you roll. For me, I don't do near beer or any of that stuff or mocktails because it's simulating it, and I don't even want to get that fucking close. Now, technically, a mocktail, what Ryan just said, is juice, so I don't think there's a problem with it.
Like seltzer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge anybody on it. Like if I had a sponsee come up to me and goes, "I'm sober," I quit coke and heroin. It's like awesome, but I still like smoke a bunch of weed. I'm like, oh, you're not really sober. You're not sober at all. But
you never wanted to drink an old Duels?
No. Oh God, no.
It's like drinking decaf coffee. That shit don't make sense to me. I don't know why.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's
decaf coffee is still hot. I mean, you get something out of that.
It's the
hot.
sensation of yeah.
Why don't I drink hot water? No tea. Hot water.
I don't see the appeal either. So I like my coffee strong with a lot of caffeine.
What you get, unless you really love the taste of beer, which I never did, I still don't think it's a good idea. It's not for me because you're simulating it, right? Whether it's got the alcohol in it or not, it's the idea of it. So
it's keeping it alive in your
just stay away from alcohol, kids. It's just fucking poison.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's my take on it. But I'm not going to sit here and judge other people, especially when CBD is not THC, right? So it's an inactive ingredient, right, guys? So
correct. It is correct, not. Yeah. It doesn't get you high. CBD does nothing like that.
Yeah.
So
now, someone in the chat mentioned, what about a butter beer?
That's like a butterscotch.
I've had a butter beer. Okay. I've had a butter beer.
Butter beers are awesome. I might go to Universal and get one tonight. Honestly, after we're done,
they were really good. That was not disappointing at all.
It tastes so fucking good. Now, butterbeer in the Harry Potter universe does have some alcohol in it. It does.
It does.
But not in the real world.
Not in the real world. Now, people do mix drinks in their butterbeer.
I've been known to pour a shot of something in there every once in a while.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. Ryan.
An old fire whiskey.
Do you have it in a wand and dip it in?
Oh, yeah.
How far am I in the Prisoner of Azkaban full cast audiobook?
Yes.
I have not started yet, but I will start it this weekend. I'm finishing up Hedge Night right now to get ready for Sunday. So
good deal.
I'll pound through in a couple days because we got stuff to talk about on Thursday.
I'm gonna listen to Hedge Night's quick. I'm gonna listen to that.
3 hours, yeah,
tonight.
Did you get started on SG1?
I have. So I'm only like 4 episodes in because Star Trek and Kathleen Kennedy landed, and I am invested. The 3rd episode, Emancipation, is terrible. It's legit terrible. But I like the.
You can ignore that one.
I like the opening 2-parter, right? So and I like
better.
It. Yeah, I figured it did, and it's such a great concept that's probably perfect for a TV show that they completely failed to convey in the movie. I don't like the movie. I went back and watched it again, and I still don't like it. I don't think
really. I like the movie.
I do too.
It's terrible.
I googled the episode. First thing I saw is it's generally regarded as the worst of the series. So it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Dude, I'm up to season 5 now, and it's just all steam ahead. Disparu, I just watched Wormhole Extreme again. It's just so good.
I remember the plots of the things, not the episode names of the.
If you look it up, you remember it. That's one of the better episodes.
Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna like it and get really into it, which I mean it's so long, but whatever.
It's just
I need something good to watch. But we might get something good this Sunday.
Let's hope.
We will be
bitching about George R. R. Martin, focused on everything else.
After bitching about George R. R. Martin for an hour, we're gonna watch a show on Sunday at 8:45 p.m. We'll be reacting to it live. And Duncan Egg is a really good unfinished story. It's got chapters. So like this story has a beginning, middle, and end.
Yes,
right?
It does.
Very much so. It's in one location, and it's going to be.
It's going to be interesting to see how they adapt it because I don't know where you end each of these 6 episodes, and so much is just in Dunk's head. That it's going to be interesting to see what they do with that. You know what I mean?
I saw one review from Alt Shift X. He did it on Alt Shift X, and he said that they added a lot of just dialogue scenes where he's talking to people to convey what was in his head for most of the story.
Okay.
Right.
And,
I think it's necessary. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I hope it's good. I need a good show to watch after Starfleet Academy for sure. Epic Reader has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for 50. Damn. Thank you. And yes, we're going to do watch parties for all of Starfleet Academy. Oh, yes. I think
I might be a touch late to that stream on Sunday night.
You have a good excuse this time.
I hope I'm late next week too, because that means they'll have won. So
who are they up against?
It's Bears Rams.
Oh,
Bears versus LA Rams.
You'll beat the Rams.
The Bears.
They're really good, but we'll see what happens.
It's the Pope's team, so I mean, they gotta win.
It is, but so are the Sox. They fucking suck.
That's true.
Rhino Helix is gifted 10 Rumble subs for 50. Hail Rumble. NDK for $49.99. Says Disparu as he fucked off. I must thank you for your reviews of Star Trek Acolyte for some entertainment while I work. Wait, I mean Star Wars Academy. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm confusing the retardation with each other. It's okay.
It is. I watched the first one and I was amazed how bad the second one got. I didn't expect it to. Not only was it a change in tone like Whiplash, but you really get to see his intention for the rest of the series.
Yeah. It really slows to a crawl. And nothing really happens in the episode. And I think that's his attempt at making a Star Trek episode too, which is really
cool. Like just a self-contained something happened in the episode, and it was
situational problem. Yeah, like it's
like if they wanted this team drama interaction stuff, make it more like Vampire Diaries or something, which at least had some kind of thing going on at the same time. It wasn't all just based around a romance for an hour.
And it's also trying to be the Orville. You catch that? It's trying, like, with that little thing looking alien in the beginning. It's trying to be the Orville, and the Orville is
trying to be a parody of Star Trek. It's trying to be a parody of a parody of Star Trek.
A parody of a parody. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yep. Araku Fire for 50 on the Rumble side. Ryan, Star Wars EU jumped the shark with Vujan Vong. Did I say that right?
Yuzong Vong.
Yuzong Vong. Cheap fusion of Nids and Dark Elder from Warhammer 40K. Okay.
No one knows what that means, so thank you.
I'm also going to point out that to the 40K brothers and sisters out there, mostly brothers, let's be real. And I like 40K. I like the idea of 40K lore, so no shade. But if anybody from Warhammer 40K is talking about ripping off somebody, they might have to talk to Michael Moorcock from Elric, who they definitely lifted from a lot. And what's funny is that author is totally cool. I hate saying his last name, Moorcock. He's totally cool with people kind of ripping on his work, except for Warhammer 40K for some reason. They pissed him off.
I like 40K seems really fucking cool, but it's just so vast and expansive at this point. I don't have the time or
the games are cool.
There's effort, kind of like George R. R. Martin, to like get into that. You know what I mean? Because it feels like such a vast fucking universe. It does seem really cool, and I've watched a couple like videos on it and stuff. But
Space Marine 1 and 2,
Space Marine 2 is fantastic.
Bolt Gun is awesome. That's a fucking great game. You don't have to know shit to play them either.
No, you don't.
I listened to some brief history, which was like an hour. The brief history of 40K. It was
I've listened to some of those too. Yeah,
it's fucking cool.
It does seem cool.
Definitely cool. So he continues. It was lame at that point. Should have ended the Skywalker saga before that.
I disagree. I think New Jedi Order is an awesome fucking series. I think it went on a little too long. I think 19 books is too long for most people, but overall, I love NJO and everything that came after it.
Rambalala has gifted 20 Nerdrotic memberships for $100. Yeah. Griff Nizzle for 20 said, my Wild Geese 4K finally arrived. Burton, Moore, Harris, back when Britain was a proper country and somewhat based on Africa. What happened to y'all as a Disparu?
Feminism.
Yeah, that's it.
The basic answer.
Hey, Disparu, you're the most Englishman I've ever known. You all have a history of brown sauces and gravies and stuff like steak and kidney pie, shepherd's pie, roast beef. You even invented mac and cheese. What happened?
we just kept eating the same thing. It was like we made the food and we was like, oh, we're sick here now.
Somebody told me like I need to put brown sauce. Some English person basically told me I need to put brown sauce on something. Is that just like barbecue sauce, American barbecue sauce? Is that what that means? Or what the fuck does brown sauce?
No, brown sauce specifically for us, so like it's HP sauce, but it is just because it's brown. Everyone just calls it brown sauce. It's not barbecue. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a specific brown. If you Google HP sauce, it'll come up.
HP sauce.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it myself, but a lot of people love it.
I made some. I made like some bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches the other day, and someone's like, "You need to put brown sauce on there."
It's probably.
I suppose
it's probably just shit.
A bit like in America, don't people say purple drink for some reason? And I'm like, what is it? It's like, no, everyone just calls it purple drink.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry.
Drank. It's drank. Yeah.
Robo Justin and Kool-Aid.
Really?
I think so. Purple drank.
Ooh.
It's like a southern thing.
It's a
southern black thing.
It does exist in the
black
South.
person thing to use to get fucking drunk on
I remember
cold like cough syrup.
I was in Texas for a minute, and they loved their purple drink out there.
Well, you must have been hanging with a lot of black people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre's for 20 euros. It's almost proper money. Hail FNT, what did Kathleen Kennedy actually do as a producer? Not anything creatively. Not a single thing creatively. She was a facilitator. Can't wait for Japan. What do you think of Dr. Little with Wandering Wolf? How's Stargate so far? I don't know about Dr. Little. Do you know about that, X-Ray Girl?
No,
with Wandering Wolf? I don't know.
I was thinking of Doolittle, so I got that wrong.
He was on a couple days ago. He was just going over a bunch of different sites, especially some.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen. I was busy recording. I will watch that one. Oh yeah, I can't mention it. Wandering Wolf might be helping us get a very big guest on Forbidden Frontier if it's possible. And how's Stargate so far?
You can't just say that, Gary, because there's only 2 people that could even like actually apply to. Like,
well, then you can just guess.
Well, I don't have to, but like, there's only like 2 potential people that you could say that about. You're like, I can't reveal it yet.
And who would those 2 people be, Ryan?
Probably either Randall Carlson or Graham Hancock.
Yeah, those are 2 pretty big names.
It's true. You want to put Alex Jones up there? I don't know.
We've had Alex Jones on
not on
Forbidden Frontier.
Maybe we should get him on there.
Maybe we should get Alex Jones and Kurt Metzger on the same show. And I can just kick back and not say anything for 2 hours.
Well, we even talk at that point.
This could be our empty chairs.
I'll have to disagree with Disparu slightly. It's not that they think they have to tear down beloved characters to make room. It's that they want to. We should be well past assuming stupidity today.
Yeah, it's intentional.
I literally call them evil. I don't assume stupidity at all.
Yeah, no, I think 2 things can be true. They're stupid and evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow Flash, please sell this panel on the gospel. With the live action coming back, it's time for a deep dive into the One Piece world by reading or watching.
Yeah, sure. Almost 1,400 episodes. Won't take that long.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm all caught up. But
Bro,
I mean, it's way better than the Netflix show.
I got destroyed for the reaction we did on Geeks Gamers Daily to the One Piece trailer.
Did you?
Jay was all excited. He's like, "Oh, we got to react to this One Piece thing." It's like, "I'm okay, fine." I watched it and I'm like, I just gave my honest thoughts. I'm like, I'll be real, shit looks goofy as fuck. It's not for me. This looks weird. This looks stupid. That's cringe. Whatever. But I hope that everybody that liked the first season and that loves the anime and the manga, I hope they love it. It's just simply not for me. And
they lean into the silliness, which they need to.
And it was like a 65% fucking like ratio. The comments are like, "Why the fuck are you even reacting to this?"
I love One Piece.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope that story finishes as well.
And someone's like, "What, you won't even watch the show? You're just judging based on a trailer?" I'm like, bitch, that's what trailers are for. Trailers are legitimately to try to convince you to watch something. And if you don't like a trailer, odds are you won't like the fucking thing that it's advertising.
Oh, shocking.
Fucking One Piece cocksuckers over there. No, I'm never going to watch this shit now.
So realistically, if you watch 2 hours a day, it'll take you 7.5 months to finish it.
It took me about a year to watch the entire thing. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I thought the trailer looked pretty good for season 2. I was not against it. Eric K. the mod says, Ryan, please let us know. Do you like Dave Filoni or not? Make it clear. For once, stop waffling.
Yeah, I know I've been so flip-floppy on that. But no, I do not like him.
Pugs4 has gifted 5 Rumble subs for $25, and Misason has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you very much. We're going to wrap it up there. We'll get the rest on Monday morning on Rumble, and Nerdrotic Live will do a square up. It'll be fun. Hope everybody enjoys. Well, they probably already are. The re-release of Fellowship of the Ring for the 25th anniversary, while it's still just the 24th anniversary, is currently out. So I hope a lot of people are enjoying that instead of watching Avatar for the 10th time. Or 28 years later, the Bone Temple came out.
Yeah, I'm glad
apparently it's messed up.
That because I'm not watching that second one after the first one.
Yeah,
I've heard really good things about
Critical
the second
Drinkers
one.
review. He said it was good.
I've heard really good things about the second one, but I got to be honest, I don't care. I did not like the first one, so I'm not going to watch the follow-up.
I'm going to wait for it to come on streaming. It sounds terrible, but I don't feel the need to run out. But yeah, I've heard it's good from a lot from So,
heard Ray,
cool.
Ray Fiennes is amazing.
Well, he's a great actor.
Well, yeah.
Great actor. So we will go around the horn here, and we will start with Odin. What do you got coming up?
Yeah, so Raven Award nominations tonight
it's
is
the
the
Raven
last
Awards.
night. Indeed. 8th annual. Crazy. It's been that long. So if you want to get those nominations in, they cut off tonight. So a link should be posted into the chat, and should be exciting to announce those Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on my channel, OMB Reviews. And that's all I got coming up, other than the box office breakdown this Sunday on KingSingingGamers.com, and also, of course, on my channel as well.
Excellent. Comics.
Yeah, game stream tonight, 9 p.m. Central. And of course, I stream every Monday and Thursday on my channel at 9 p.m. And see you guys next week.
Awesome. X-Ray Girl.
Tomorrow, Saucy Saturdays with myself and Disparu, and Wicked won't be there, so we will be unsupervised, which always ends up being a long one. So watch out for that. And on Sunday, our Art in the morning, and then Sunday Fun Day, and Forbidden Frontier in the evening at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, so 4:30 Central.
4:30 Central.
So it's an hour earlier. I'll remind you guys at some point.
Excellent. Disparu.
It's Starfleet Academy episode 2, second half of the making of for Stranger Things, and I've bookmarked a load of stuff. It'll just be random selection of things after that until Starfleet again.
Great. Yeah, my whole weekend is fucking Starfleet, dude.
I was gonna do a second review video about the new reviews because I saw the Mary Sue did one. I'm like,
yeah,
they loved it.
This is why I'm glad
they're the target audience for it, so it makes sense.
Really are. Yeah.
I was like sitting down to record my review, like I do my bullet point writing my opening, and then fucking Kathleen Kennedy leaves. I'm like, God damn it. So shoved all that aside. Garrett's a miracle worker. So we got that thing turned around in a night. And I'm going to start it again. Not the Picard review. Sorry, chat. This one will be first. Thanks, Disparu. Chrissy.
Oh, can't wait to watch more Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enthusiastic.
It's funny. It's funny to watch.
It is funny.
It is.
Simcast on Sunday with a bunch of people. I don't have it in front of me. And then next Thursday, I'll be interviewing comedian Joe Curry. He'll be on my Nightmare program next Thursday. So tune in for that. And yeah, thanks for having me.
You gonna get Lauren Chen on?
Yes, I'm actually working on it. She might be in New York next month. So yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, she's back and settled now and gonna be making the rounds. Still doesn't have her YouTube channel back.
Oh, it sucks. Crazy.
It is a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Shad.
So I had a decision to make this week. I could have edited a video, which I could have mentioned now, or I could keep working on my novel, and it's so close to being done, and that's what I did. And so
you worked on your novel instead of doing
my book.
something else.
You prioritized it.
George could take a leaf out of that. I'm so close, dude, and I'm really excited to finish it off. And so that's what I was working on this week, and I think I might finish this first draft in a couple of weeks away.
Sweet.
Then I have the revision process. So
Which one is this? Is this the fantasy one or something else?
this medieval fantasy new series. It's kind of been my baby for a long time, and so yeah,
I remember you telling us about it. I can't wait, brother.
Yep.
Well done. Well done. The last book sold pretty well, so it's
like I actually found out the numbers recently because I hadn't looked at them in ages.
When you had to dunk on some dude, you found out the numbers.
No. This is before then, but it's because I finally logged into my.
But using it to dunk on somebody is justifiable. I'm just
I thought so. Yeah.
Combining all the mediums, I've sold 80,000 copies of Shadow of the Conqueror.
Nice. That's fucking amazing.
Awesome.
That's phenomenal. So
Can you look up the numbers on Amazon?
I looked up the total audiobook sales, which I hadn't done in ages,
Yeah.
and it was 40,000. I was like, holy crap! I didn't know I sold that much.
That's insane.
And that gave me the indication that because I've always sold half that in ebook and then half that again in print, and so it's like that's 80,000 copies. And that's not including the ones the leather bounds I sold in the graphic novel campaign.
Yeah, and through Amazon you made like 2 cents. So
bit more. But
just kidding.
yeah, so that's been sweet. That's pretty good because you know the average sale, like traditionally published authors, the average sales they get across the lifetime of their entire books is 1,000 copies.
Yeah,
average
I was
sale.
told that. It's like, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Is that one of those things where, like Twitch, the average views come down to like 2 because there's
it's an average. It's an average from high to low, so that's the average.
But most traditionally published authors don't sell at all. Like that's just the reality. It's only the big blockbusters that make up the larger number. And so,
well, congrats.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'll see you Sunday.
Can't wait, man. Cannot wait.
Ryan.
Fuck. My channel, Ryan Kindle RK Outpost. I stream on Sundays, Wednesdays, and on Mondays I do a show with Vera Dark called Fuck My Life. So that'll happen. I think on her channel, 9 p.m. Eastern on Monday.
I watch.
My schedule's gonna be a little weird this Sunday because we got Sports Wars in the morning. Then I'm probably gonna do my stream a little earlier than I normally do because I gotta watch the Bears game at 6:30 Eastern. Gotta watch the Bears game, and then I'll be live on this channel after all that's done, and I watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms to talk about it. Geeks and Gamers Daily every day. Well, almost every day. 11 a.m. Eastern from now until I mercifully pass on to the next world. Meaning I die.
Yes.
Just in case you weren't sure.
Flash, thanks for coming on. What do you got coming up?
Saturdays, always do my show Flashcast. Come hang out with us. I'm sure it'll be fun tomorrow as I push Rhino away from talking about Star Wars.
Oh,
that's so funny, man. Flashcast is a bust.
Troll them and just don't talk about it at all.
It was a couple of weeks ago you went away and then had to run back to the computer because he immediately started talking about Star Wars.
What I loved, the 1 week Rhino wasn't there, you guys actually talked.
I did that to shame him for missing the show. So yeah, check out my show tomorrow. Check out my channel and put videos out pretty much every day. And also over in Ripperson, got a comic book, Gold Patriot. Check it out. See, Gary's book is on there too. Drunk 3PO, good stuff over there. So,
yeah, Daughter's Revenge. Forgot to mention that. Sorry, Jay. Daughter's Revenge is out on Ripperson. But watch Flashcast. I watch it. I watch everybody.
You've been on it.
I've been on it too. I'm in the chat a lot. Most of the time, I'm just lurking though.
I saw you lurking when we were fighting about Die Hard on Christmas.
Yeah.
I saw you
was talking shit about you.
Yeah, I know.
Saying he's Mormon. Don't listen to him.
I'm already a heretic, so I'm used to it.
What I actually said was you have Christmas in the summertime, so you don't fucking count. Like that doesn't count as true Christmas celebration. All right. Did I get everybody? I did. Thanks, everybody. I will be working on a Starfleet Academy review. That'll be out this weekend, Sunday, Monday. We don't know. Depends on the length. Depends on how much I get into it. But released Kathleen Kennedy video today. Lots of live streams coming up, including Forbidden Frontier and Night of the Seven Kingdoms with Ryan, with Shad, with Mahler. Maybe Fringy will be there. We'll be reviewing it live, just like the old days on this channel, right after the episode airs on the main channel. So hopefully you join us there. Thanks to the Nerdrotics.
Oh, we got some on Thursday too, don't we, Gary?
Oh, yes. Next Thursday. Thursday. I don't think we have a time lockdown, but we'll get one locked down. It's no problem. I'm pretty flexible that day. Ryan and I are going to start our Harry Potter stream.
That's right.
Our Harry Potter stream. So we're going to
finally happening.
We're going
to actually be able to talk about some stuff we like here. A little more often recently. That'll be cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it'll be just kind of a starter stream. So we'll, talk about the books. We're going to definitely talk about the audiobooks, the fully cast audiobooks that have come out, speculate about the show a little bit. But yeah, our Harry Potter stream, the two most unlikely Harry Potter fans on the planet, we'll be discussing we'll be discussing it on a live stream. So stay tuned for that. It's Thursday, and I'll let you know what time once we lock it down.
Have you considered how that stream is probably going to hurt trans people, though?
That's why we decided to do it.
Why we decided to do it. It was exactly what really pushed us into it. It's like, man, they're really going to hate this.
We don't have really a ton of time, but you know what? The transgenders are really going to be pissed off about this, and maybe they'll make the decision, a little sooner than they would have anyway. Let's fucking do it.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Turf, like. That's right. Again, thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who participated. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. You help keep the lights on around here. Thanks to the lurkers. And we will see you next week with
Robert Meyer Burnett.
Robert Meyer Burnett.
I'm sure he loved this show.
Oh, he absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun. All right. So have a good night, everybody. Oh, wait.
I'd say the thing.
I got to say the thing. Not all who wander are lost, and may the wings of liberty never lose a feather.
Peace. God bless.
Here they come, and the crowd cannot wait. Oh,
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Damn it!